Oh yeah, the other night I started watching Dan and got absolutely freaking gut punched.
Yeah. Acro Silky, that was actually it was rated very high. It was like a 9 point something.
Yeah,
You
it was.
watched
I was
the
actually
Acrosoki one?
crying by the. Yes, and I was
Yeah.
sobbing.
It was very sad.
Yeah, every few times someone reacts to it, like they end up
Yeah.
bursting into tears. Like every single reactor that I've seen on TikTok do this, they actually he started crying really hard.
You guys ever realize how much filler animes actually include when you look at the source material? Like they either add a lot of filler or they cut out a lot of stuff.
Wait,
Like I
were
would
we that late? I swear.
we're 2 minutes late.
I think Black Clover's filler is
It's also
canon.
Lexio being a dick.
I'd say 1
A
minute.
lot of it's canon. Well, the Black Clover filler is just canon.
No, but I mean like okay, I don't mean like that kind of filler. I mean like okay, you just watched Akurosoki backstory, right? You know like like the majority of that backstory was filler. Like none of it was included
No,
in the manga. Yeah, a
Hey
lot of it was
Vincenzo.
a lot of it was filler.
A lot of what? Sorry.
He just watched the Don episode with the character's backstory, and
Ah,
you wouldn't realize it because it was done really well, but a lot of it was filler.
okay.
that's kind of shocking.
Like hold up, I'll pull up the thing what I mean by that.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
the half
exactly how late we are, Lexio. I
I will say
appreciate
I get what you mean about Ira being enjoyable because she was very funny when I saw her. Her voice actor is also really good.
Her voice, you know, her voice actor or her voice actress also voices Akurosoki. Like,
No,
Yes,
I didn't
yeah,
know that. That's actually really neat. So it is fitting because she can switch between like the two very easily.
yeah, but it's such a different tone.
Yeah, because
Like
Akatsuki is very pristine, and
Akurosoki's
Ira is more like
backstory. Akurosoki's backstory doesn't even take up a full chapter. Akurosoki's
it doesn't.
backstory, yep, it's half a chapter.
I'm glad they added it then. I'm glad they added
Yeah.
that stuff.
It shows the opening scene. It shows the opening scene of her at the hotel. It shows her coming home to her kid. Like she teaches her kid ballet and stuff. She never actually buys the dress for her kid. She just sees it
Wow.
on the way home. Like, and then it just immediately jumps to the loan sharks.
Honestly, I think it's sad
Dude.
what the anime did was she buying the dress and then the loan
No.
sharks. I think that's really sadder.
No, didn't buy the dress at all. She didn't.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the anime made it sadder in my opinion.
Oh yeah, well
Yeah,
the yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's great, but it's filler. Like
the
Yeah.
part where she was dancing absolutely destroyed me.
yeah, you know she
Yeah, I know. Emily
Yeah.
texted me about that last night.
yeah, hold up. Let me show you. Let me send you the panel. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful panel. Like I'll send you the
Yeah,
chat.
the anime did it very, very well.
Definitely.
Lexio, listen, there has to be no ball inside at some point.
Oh, Raito, you're joining the thing with
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the panel. That's the final panel. It's so nice. It's such a nice moment.
They do. Let me try and get you in
Suki,
here.
we're talking about Dan.
We are.
I got it to work.
Yeah.
Dun.
Wow.
Eddie's back.
First time I get to
That theme
talk to
song
you.
sequence is gorgeous, by the way.
You'll be leaving soon.
Honestly, second opening's way better in my opinion.
I haven't gotten to
I
season
do
2
like the
yet.
second one more.
Okay. So
Season 2 is gonna be arguably the best season. Sorry, continue.
yeah, no.
Anyways.
So I'll get it started because Emerald said he's not staying too long. So and I don't know. I'm pretty sure there might be some more people coming in later, but we'll get it started. As we are. What's good, everyone? Welcome to the locker room. And yeah, this week we had early chapter leaks, and was it no the chapter came on the same time, but we had early chapter leaks for
Did we ever get an explanation as to why?
I'm hoping Arrow knows.
About what? What do I know about?
About why the leakers dropped it early.
New leaker.
So they can get to
Ooh,
him faster.
New
yeah.
source.
Okay.
We don't know if
Okay.
Blue Lock Fridays are back, but as of now, they are.
Okay.
Nice. So yeah, so we got early chapter leaks, but we got the full chapter today. Just it was just more of talking than anything else. So I don't think there's really much to recap there apart from we got to see Nigeria's coach. Can't actually remember his name.
Coach?
Yeah,
I don't
the
remember his name. I only remember the fan name.
yeah.
But
Gumbali. His name is
Oh yeah,
Gumbali,
yeah.
I think.
Is it
Gamba
Gambati? Or,
I
or
think so.
Gamba.
He's
Gambale,
he.
Gambale,
Listen, Nobara has been cooking with
Because the
Nigerians
no,
in
it
official
was
Venice, and
says
their coach
Gamba.
is no
Gambari.
exception.
Gambari. With an
Yeah,
R. No, no, no.
yeah.
Okay.
The official said, "Ooh, look who's here!
They came. Hello.
Wow, it's
I know
been
I'm so
game.
shocked to
ages
use
since we seen Nikki in
Good
here.
to see you, Nakeem.
Or he might be still setting up his mic and stuff."
Maybe.
He's got to warm up
But
his
yeah.
voice acting voice.
Is
His
But
glorious
that actually
voice
a
acting.
thing? Like, I know people sound different from how they talk. Like, but do they really have like a voice acting version of their
I
normal
think you
voice?
have to, yeah,
Some people
Yeah.
do. Well,
to play
like,
different characters, isn't
well,
it?
like, Tyler Milnex, who does Nana Say, he doesn't have a country accent. Like, he puts one on.
I
Like,
know, I know.
a
But
lot of
it's
voice
like,
actors do that. Like,
I don't know how to explain it. Like an enhanced version of your normal speaking voice.
well, yeah, some people that's what I
I'll
feel like
switch.
the guy who voices Sanji does. Like when you listen to his normal speaking voice and you listen to all of his characters, they all sound like similar. They all sound like a different variation on Sanji, but they
Mm,
don't sound like his normal speaking voice.
okay.
Matt Shipman is the same way with, like whenever I hear Reen, I can't unhear Reki.
I hear Rain, I can't unhear Chrome.
Same.
Like
Who?
I'm
Right. So just carrying on quickly. Yeah. So the coach is called Gambari. We also get one of the Nigeria guys speaking. Um, one with no name, which was cool. But yeah, Nigeria basically decide they're gonna play more like Blue Lock, which I think a lot of us would have probably guessed, and we've said it before. Nigeria need to stop relying on Onazi scoring with the stupid.
Yeah.
So they're going away from that, and it looks like they're gonna try, the other hitters, try other people, try and score. Whereas Blue Lock have decided they're gonna switch things up as well. I'm not too sure about Isagi's explanation of this, so I don't know if anyone could enlighten us later on. But Blue Lock have decided to change their formation and
oh,
change their tactics.
yeah, basically what I think he's doing is he's the all right, like how it seems he's wording it is he says having nobody in front and shooting from the second or third rows. Basically, that can be I can interpret this as two things. A, he's basically saying continue to use me and Rain as bait and have our midfielders or our middle line and Hiyori, Bashara, Ryo, and Chigiri continue to shoot, maybe even Karasu, or which I think is the more likely one, is they all essentially crowd the midfield to where Rin and Isagi will move back to midfield, but also move all the way up, and everyone like it'll move with Hiyori, Chigiri, Karasu, Rail, Bachara, Isagi, and Rin all on like one line together. So they'll be moving up and down like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why Nico kind of mentions, "Oh, we'll have to organize our defense a little more because if they're all gonna push up, they have to have a more solid line on defense in case they have to come all the way back." That's what I think he's doing. But even though
Okay.
Doreen does mention he wants to, like he's like, "Oh, I'm in approval with this plan, Isagi. I want to destroy them. I want to score my own goal." So like,
Yeah. So it seems like they're gonna be a little bit more reckless. Um, they're not gonna be as rigid at the back. Um, but the way he explained it would just threw me off a little bit.
yeah,
But yeah, it looks like they're gonna change their tactics, and so are
Nigeria.
So I think the game is gonna go all out attack. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Um, uh, what's the name? Ego said I'm gonna give you a new formula. And they've gone off and took kickoff.
So being competitive.
Now, do you guys think that with all these changes, right? And it for me it looks like they're becoming a little bit more reckless, blue lock wise. They're gonna be a bit more reckless when it comes to defending. Do you guys think this gives an opening for Nigeria to actually score a goal, or do you think it's still blue lock still has too much for them at this point?
I think Nigeria will get a goal.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a little. I think it's a little bad if they don't get the goal at this point. Because if they
Okay.
don't, then it's just going to be a blowout.
Hmm.
But you see, the way Blue Lock was speaking in the changing room, I think they know they can blow out this Nigeria team. My only thing is now with Nigeria, because obviously Onazi is the one that suggested that they try other people scoring, but now the others, I think it was Bello that said, "But we're not as good as you," or like something like that. He said something like that, like we're not as skilled as you.
Mm-hmm.
So are they really going to be able to do it, even if Onazi's not the one to finish? Because for me, I think that they will score, but
Yeah.
I think there's going to have to be that it's going to have to be a huge awakening. Someone's going to have to awaken at this point for them to be able to score it. Because in their current state, even with Blue Lock being more reckless, I don't think they can actually get in that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. I
Um.
definitely think that Blue Lock getting a little reckless or overconfident would lead to them scoring, but at the same time, I could also see it being like a hopeless type of thing. Like, even with us being reckless, you still won't score.
Mm.
There's a very interesting situation. I think of this that I think benefits both. I
Yeah.
think I don't think after this chapter, I really don't think Nigeria is scoring. I
Ooh.
don't. Um.
Really?
Well, okay. You're gonna tell me that Ego is gonna have his entire speech about what it means, what blue lock means for someone, what it means to be a blue locker, what it means to have the capacity to become the best in the world, and he goes, "I'm going to give you a new equation," and then it's gonna fail. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
that
I don't.
would kind of be
I
pointless.
I don't see
I
that
think
being the case. I could see them trying, Nigeria trying, and then like, oh, we're breaking through them. And then it just happens to be like another last second, not Gagamaru, but like someone blocks it. Like, no, you're not.
Hmm.
Wait, like a
And
parallel of what happened with
Finally.
like a parallel of what Nazi did,
um
like blocking range shot.
kind of more like a parallel to what Rain did in the second selection where Isagi took the shot and then Rain did like a last minute jump in to block it.
Okay.
I
Guys,
could
Damn, full
totally see
screen
something
today.
I
don't
could see
know.
something like that.
Wow.
And
Whole
then
Also, hello, people who just joined.
hello.
This is so dark. Wow.
But no, but like I know, but I
they
think
are
it's a good
though.
thing. I think it sets up this game as a blowout for Blue Lock, gets them overconfident going into the game against France, where they get absolutely destroyed, or even like they hold their own a little bit, like they score one or two
I
goals,
think
but they still lose. But I think what would be interesting is that this pushes Nigeria to evolve on their own time.
Mm,
Like in future matches, we'll see Nigeria trying this whole thing, trying to do this themselves,
hmm.
or we'll see these characters be brought back later. Because like, let's be honest, right? If these guys from childhood are going to have the capacity to be kids and go all the way up to be on the U20 team, all of them together, hear me out. What if in the actual World Cup, Japan faces them again, and now they're all at this higher level, and it makes the game even more close?
Mm.
Like you
I've
I
take
think that'd
that
be
I've
extra
said
step
this
for
interesting.
development.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. In the past I have stated I think the core four players on Nigeria's team will be on the Nigeria World Cup team. I and I think they'll be the first opponents of the knockout stage for Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Who
see
doesn't
that.
like a bit of
I think
repetition?
I think Nigeria. I think. Oh hi, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you just
Sorry,
fine.
I'm on my phone. I
No
usually sound
worries.
sexier. I think genuinely after this chapter that came out, I do think they're gonna score at least one, maybe two. I must say one though, and then I
You're
think it will
being
be a blowout
generous.
from the. The only reason I say this is because I do agree with Arrow. Like, why would Ego give this speech? But we've seen philosophies introduced to the blue lock players, and then they still get like it's not. It happened a lot in the NEL, if I remember correctly. Like the whole Chris Prince protagonism and like how Isagi figured that out as well. I mean, like both sides were benefiting from that philosophy. So I think Nigeria's outlook on how Japan's evolving will benefit them to an extent. I don't think it'll benefit them where they win the fucking game or they get like 3 goals. I think they'll score one more. I think Onazi will be the one to score. And maybe Kuso, but I think it's
No,
Onazi.
there is, with the setup of this chapter, it makes no sense from a storytelling standpoint for Onazi to be the one to score, considering it's
Okay.
literally set up as Onazi is not good enough to score, so the only way they're going to score is by making the opponents think Onazi is the one to take a shot, only to
But
bait.
Onazi.
The only way they're scoring a goal is if, like, Kuso baits a pass to Onazi, or, like, he passes it to Bello and Bello baits a pass to Onazi,
I
but
feel like I feel like I don't know the way I interpreted it. I could be interpreting it wrong, but like the way I
even
saw it
Onazi, like,
is
they've
like
straight up said that he
mm,
can't score in this situation.
Yeah.
Their strategy of just using Onazi isn't working. Other people need to shoot.
He also
okay.
So
says if you yeah, he literally says if you guys just keep passing to me, we're gonna lose anyway.
All right, fair
yeah,
enough. I think
so
Kuso
I think
Kuso
it's
being the one
pretty
to score would be
clear.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
Kuso or
think he will.
Bello will be the one to score.
Kuso would
I,
be the one to
I
score.
have
Beautiful Bella.
Yeah, Kuso does
I
seem to
have
be
He-
a lot
two
of
more
focus
things I
outside of
want to say.
Onazi.
The
Yeah.
first thing is I don't think they're gonna score like Arrow. That's because my interpretation is that I think someone will what's it called? I think the whole strategy that they've proposed of shooting from the second and third lines, I do think it's more of a thing of the forwards being pulled back into the midfield and like the whole formation being pulled further back to focus on the midfield and the defense. So I think it's going to be way too like guarded with where the players are for them to actually get a shooting or like a scoring opportunity. Another thing, Raito, you said an unnamed player, but that player is called Sadiq. Please.
Yeah. I know he's got a name. I just don't know. I didn't know
Unnamed
His
his
name
name
players,
is
was
there's a
Sadiq.
terminology for characters that have no relevance to the story. That's why
Yeah,
they call them
Lexio's
unnamed.
good at that.
his
Yeah, that's
name
all he's
his
good
name
for. That's why we
is
have him
Sadiq.
about.
Alright, about to go. My thoughts on the chapter. I thought it was alright, decently changed. Nice to meet you. Dang it. Nice to meet you, Dedu and your team. Hope to
Emerald,
Nice
talk
what,
to
meeting
what
you
you,
were you
guys
gonna
in
buddy.
say
future
before though
live
about
stream.
the Black
See ya.
Clover stuff?
Oh, yeah. So I wanted to say this there because he's the one I at least knew was caught to the anime. So, in the final season, the whole entire big reveal with that big spoiler thing,
Mm-hmm.
my sister found out about it in only 5 episodes. She found out. She doesn't know. She didn't watch the episode. She just figured it out in 5 episodes.
Huh? There. You might be a
Didn't know it was
genius.
related to the female Sherlock gnome over there.
Oh, right. That sounds dope. Cool.
She
She's
might
just
be a
really good at
genius.
figuring things out.
Take
Anyway,
get
have
her
a
tested.
good day, everyone. Hope to talk to you
Have a
guys in.
good day, buddy. Nice meeting you, man.
See
See
you,
ya.
Nice
Emerald.
to meet you. Hope to
Bye.
talk to you in a future stream or in
Of
Discord.
course, man. All
Yeah.
right, man.
Always nice
Also,
talking to you,
Kit.
Emerald.
Also, Kit, you lost a bit, bro. You lost a bit.
I what?
Um,
You
No,
lost the
that's only
bet.
on Discord.
Yes,
That's
you
only
lost
on.
the bet.
Yeah,
That's only on the
I
Discord.
just
That's not
noticed
gonna
that.
apply here.
Yeah,
No,
you
it
lost the bet.
applies here. If you changed it anywhere, it does apply.
Yeah, Yeah, we said
No, I
anyway.
didn't. They said I
Wish
would have
bet.
the same profile picture on Discord for a month or till
No,
the end
we
of the
said any.
year. I didn't lose. You guys are making up rules.
No. Don't be a sore loser. All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
See you,
Uh,
Emerald.
Bye.
See ya.
Um,
I want to clarify something Danielson Thomas just said. Why would Ego want to make the game even? If anything, he doesn't want to go further with the blowout. That's not who Ego is. Obviously, he wants to win, but he's said in the past he believes in the mentality of rather scoring 3 goals and losing a game than winning because you passed to all your teammates. What
Mhm.
he's focused on is providing the opportunity for the Blue Lockers to evolve further,
Mhm.
which given the current environment they are in, Nigeria is not really challenging them. I don't think Ego will want to make the game even by any means, but he'll definitely want to provide more of a challenge. He won't want to go into a further blowout because
do
that means they haven't progressed at all during this match. They've
have,
just sort of desecrated.
have you guys discussed? I don't know if you've talked about this already because I came in a bit late. I want to hear you guys' opinion. I don't want to derail Raito, so you can stop me if you want. But
Go on.
do you guys think they're gonna sub in there? Or are they gonna stick with the same team we have in the first half?
I think it'll be a bit before
I
they
don't.
sub. Maybe if Nigeria gives them an actual challenge. Also,
Yeah.
since you guys, also Leo, since you and Emerald are so picky, fine. I changed my profile picture, but I didn't lose because I didn't know it applied here too. But
You
anyways,
lost. You lost. You lost.
no, I
I would
didn't.
like to say we obviously, if I'm not mistaken, I could be just blind as fuck, but I don't think it's going to be the same 11 players starting on the field for Blue Lock in the second half. Because
Oh.
if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken, we didn't see
Because we
all
didn't
of them
see their
walking out
full
onto the
lineup.
pitch. We
Yo,
saw Chiguri, Isagi, and Bachara.
hold up.
Those are the
Okay.
only
Hold up.
3 that we
No, we
can
saw Rain.
guarantee.
We saw Rain. Rain's there.
Alright.
Rain's on Isagi's right.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was looking at
Half.
Yeah,
the one
it's
page and
split.
not the 2-page
Yeah,
spread.
the
Yeah,
split.
Rin's there as well. But I think we could easily see some other players. I could see Otoya being on this lineup now instead of Hiyori. Oh well, Hiyori being moved around and it being Otoya. I don't
Yeah.
want it to be Otoya because I fucking hate Otoya. But I could see it being Otoya. I
We
Hear
just
me
don't
out.
think
Hear
it's
me
know.
gonna
out.
be
Hear me
the
out.
same
Hear me out.
11
Hear me out.
players.
Hear me out. Kunigami. Hear me out.
Hmm?
Ooh.
Oh
Hear
no,
me on this.
it's
So
definitely gonna have Kunigami on.
Hear me on this. Hear me on this. If we look at Ego's wording, right?
Hey, Lux.
We look at
Hi,
what we look
Lux.
at his
I love.
specific wording on this, right? Right. We talk about let me go up to exactly what or wherever the hell it is. It's somewhere. Um oh yeah, he said okay. Um he says because it's proof that you're superior to others. And he says, right, that's an instinct that's been carved into your genes. Individuals can only survive by excelling above others. The stronger individual has a chance of producing offspring, drawing out that survival instinct. Now, I don't know about you, but the specific wording of strongest individual, right? Drawing out survival instinct, can only survive by excelling above others, right?
Hmm.
That sounds like the wild
Reminds me of
card.
a lot of
Wild card.
what the wild card was described like.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, no,
strongest individual. He also didn't say
Yeah,
best
Kunigami makes sense
striker.
for
He just
this.
said strongest individual.
Hmm.
I want to
Like
clarify what I
and
was trying to get at is I think that Otoya could have been subbed down on the other side to Chiguri because when you look at it, Chiguri looks like he's walking out onto the left now instead of the right, whereas he was
Ooh.
What
on the right before.
what
I
position?
do believe
What position is
Kunigami will
Kunu
be.
gonna play?
Cooney's probably gonna swap in for I think he'll swap in for Kata, so
So
No, Rayo. I think he's going to be swapped in for Rayo.
Rayo's a good one.
Rayo's getting subbed off. Oh hell no.
Oh
Damn.
No,
man.
no,
I mean,
no.
like, why would
I
you
think
sub off
Rayo's
someone who's
getting.
that strong?
Sorry, I think Rayo's getting pushed back, and Cooney's going
Oh.
to where Rayo
Hi,
Okay.
was.
OP.
I think Karasu's the one getting subbed off, but I think Rayo's getting pushed back to where Karasu was,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
Cooney's the one going
But
in.
I do agree with Arrow. It does sound a lot like the wild card. I
But
think
like
Cooney being
No, I
subbed
do
on.
think.
it's also like let
Also,
me take his exact wording from his training, right? Or like the
Also,
exact wording
why is it the purple-haired characters that are getting switched
well,
around?
the exact wording from for Kunigami's training, right, was the answer lies in battle. Become the ultimate physical combat warrior.
Good OP.
Or
Hey,
even
OP.
okay, hear me out. Maybe it's hidden. Could be Bato.
Borrow.
Oh.
Because
To be
he says
to be fair,
if you want to be a king again,
to,
like if you want to be the king, the strongest individual is usually a king.
to
Like survive
be
by
fair,
killing
Honestly,
above
I don't
others,
think.
has a higher
Here,
chance of producing
Borrow.
offspring, drawing out that survival instinct. The world's strongest individual is what Blue Lock is for. That's a lot of Pato.
in
Honestly,
the
I would
comment
love if Thor got
section
sub done because we could
in
finally
the
see the
comment
results of his
section
training. So that would be really cool.
before the group stage started, in the comment section, wasn't there some guy in the comments saying, "Oh, don't worry, Borrow will figure it out," or
Yeah, there
some
was.
guy says some shit. So
Yeah.
I think we're good.
Also, should we all give our opinion on the chapter? Because I don't think we've all said our individual
Yeah,
opinions.
well, there wasn't much to talk about. That's why we
I
Yeah,
did.
it's just a
I
bunch of waffle.
I will say, I think Onazi might be top three favorite characters in my opinion. Yes, he hasn't really performed very well, but his mentality is class. I really think his mentality is very good.
Yeah.
I think in a couple locker rooms before I think me and Arrow were talking, and I said, hey, I would really love a character who admires Blue Lock, who isn't like a dickhead, who isn't antagonistic, and Onazi is just like really chill. Like he's not usually right, like the answer the he'd be like, fuck Blue Lock, we need to destroy them, but
Yeah.
he's having fun. He's actually having the time of his life. He's enjoying the game, which is probably the first time I think I've seen any character in Blue Lock who's actually having fun while they're losing. Like it's very
Kaiser.
rare.
I mean, Pseudo was an example of
Yeah,
that during
but
the
that's
PT game.
also like you're saying that, but his mentality is why he's losing. He doesn't have an ego.
Yeah, but he will
Like,
discover that as this game
sure,
goes
he's
on.
like,
That's the point
I'm
of the
the
No,
game.
he's got
tiny
an ego.
hope.
He's got family.
His family.
That's
I
not.
He
mean,
plays.
That's not an ego.
Him,
An ego is very much so a selfish thing. Family is very much so a
I
teamwork thing.
he's
So I
family.
feel like
Say that to Vin Diesel,
he's
who steals the show.
Yeah.
Mr.
okay.
Vin Diesel.
I still think
Vin Diesel is
regardless if he
different
has an
situation.
ego, regardless if he has an ego or not, I still think like this might be the only character so far in this entire series who has a pretty positive outlook on the situation. He's just cool. He seems like a chill dude. And I love the family aspect. I love that like they came from poverty and orphanage and like they're playing this game so that
Wait,
they can all get out there. It's pretty cool.
isn't Lorenzo exactly like this? But Lorenzo doesn't have any hate for any other player, right? He's just chill
Oh
and
yeah,
laid back.
Lorenzo's chill too. Actually, that's true. Lorenzo's pretty chill. To
Yeah,
be
he's
Like
not
fair,
like
when you look at it,
rude.
if you're
rude.
talking about the family aspect and people specifically doing this for their family, you've got
Yeah,
characters like Naruhaya from the past. If you're talking about just chill dudes, you've got
yeah. But I
Don
think
Lorenzo. And if
Well,
you're
Onzai's
also
talking about people
you bring
Onzai's
up
situation is
yeah
different though.
you
His
yeah you bring
situation is different as fuck.
you bring up that family is the ego, but then you bring up Naruhaya. Naruhaya had an ego, just his family was at the
yeah,
crux of his ego. That's not
I
a bad
want to
thing.
clarify, Naruhaya is different though. What I meant with the family ego versus Naruhaya's ego is Onazi's ego is working with his family on the pitch. Naruhaya's ego is working for his family on the pitch. And that's the distinct difference I think is there. And why I don't think Onazi's is really an ego. But yeah,
So
you've
what you're
got
telling me is that
Naruhaya.
if they all went back to poverty, he'd still do.
Poverty, Onazi would
If
play
they
well.
if
Yeah, see,
Kuso,
Borrow,
Elo, and Obabonia just retired and Onazi had to play for their survival, then yes, he'd have an ego.
Also, like I'm pretty sure, like they're not even they're probably not as rich as they were before. They're still U20. Like they ain't making that much money. They
They
really
making
They're
are.
money.
definitely
They're making money.
they're
They're not making
definitely
that much
making a
money.
lot fucking much more than they were
I mean,
before. And I'm sorry.
They were Afcon champions, so they probably do have a bit of cash. Right? They're pretty
You've
good.
got to look at it. They may be U20, but they are national representatives for the World
Yeah.
Cup, and also they were literally on the verge of being homeless. They
Well,
were in an orphanage.
I don't want to bring up real life, but it's kind of funny. I think Nigeria is actually not going to qualify for the World Cup this year if they lose their next game. So, good luck. I don't know. Good luck, I guess. But
Like the 2026 World Cup.
I
Blue
really
Lock were
liked.
in the past.
Okay, very small moment in this chapter that I don't think people are talking about. Bro, Fukaku and Gargomaru, good job, high five. That was really,
Yeah,
really
It
cute.
was
without
a, that
talking
was
about it.
by far my favorite moment of the chapter because it was just so
Yeah,
funny.
it was really funny. Also,
Legendary
Why did
dab.
people like
oh,
that? I hated
oh,
that moment, and
Nah,
I'll explain
they
why.
call it the
You
goalkeeper
hated that?
union.
you hated that?
I
That's so
Goalkeeper
cute.
union.
Nah,
I
it's
hated that
Okay,
moment.
Lexio, all of
Fukaku's
your
only
opinions are
freak of his
invalid
Lex,
moving
hands.
forward.
Lexio
I
just
have a
hates Fukaku,
reason.
that's
you're
it.
not getting
I have a
complete.
reason
Lexio
to
hates fun.
hate it.
game.
I have a reason for hating it. I'm
Hates
worried.
Lukaku and Gagamaru moment, but loves Nanase. The inconsistency.
No. I have a reason. I'm worried that Gagamaru is about to get scored on, all because Gen Fukaku has sullied him by making
Nah,
contact, and now
Bro,
his
shut
hands
up,
just aren't going to be
bro.
quick.
Oh my god, that is
No, legit, I did
diabolical,
love
bro.
that
I'm done.
moment. I just
uh,
wanted
That
to
is a
shit on
level of
Fukaku.
hatred.
I
That is a
did
level
like
comparable
when
towards keyword Gen. That not as much, but almost.
I did like when all four of the Metavision users were talking to each other. Thought that was
Emerald,
really
get
cool.
closer to your mic. You're
Uh,
far still.
fucking who else interacted? We did see Baro and Shido chilling in the
Oh,
back. They
We
look like
did.
they're chilling. Yeah, they look like they're
Under
chilling.
I want to ask,
Demon with his
did you
dungeon
just
and the king
say
with his throne. They're chilling there.
And then we
Yeah.
all four of the Metavision users as if there isn't more than 4 Metavision users on the Blue Lock team?
there's who the fuck else?
Rayo.
But
Oh, I mean,
you
Hiyori.
guys
yeah, but
already
Ray wasn't.
Hiyori?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, my bad. Those two.
Hiyori, dude. Yeah.
I hate Hiyori so much. I completely forgot he's in this game.
What?
crazy,
Uh,
Ricky.
Guys,
Same.
guys,
Same.
the
Hiyori.
Nielsen asked a
I think
really
I'm gonna
good
get along
question
with you
here.
The
well, Nikeen. I think I'm gonna
disrespect,
get along with you
Nikki.
well.
yeah, Hiyori is so lame, bro. Fuck that.
What the
Listen,
hell?
I
Say
don't like
Nielsen asked a
Hiyori
really good
either.
You're
question
just
here.
So
jealous that you're
fucking
not
weird.
also a 6-foot cyan blue-haired
Yeah,
femme.
my bad.
You're
That's
just
actually
you're
yeah,
just
fair enough.
you're just
Fair enough.
jealous.
You're just inferior. That's what
Why
it is.
is
You're
all of
envious.
Nigeria glazing Isagi? I wouldn't say all. I mean, I feel like it's just Kuso and Onazi, to be honest. I don't know if all of
Even
And the
Nigeria is
coach.
their
glazing.
manager, the
And the
manager
coach.
Oh, the
glazes,
manager.
your coach.
the coach as
To
I
well.
can
be fair,
explain why. It's because
okay.
he's the main character.
Yeah, like you have to understand that Kaneshiro, the way he presents Isagi, regardless of anything, Isagi could be doing the most minimal shit of all time, right? There is gonna be a level of glaze, no matter what. There's gonna be a character being like, "Oh fuck, I ain't never seen this shit before. This guy's doing some crazy shit. Whoa, his analytical play is insane, and all he's done is done like 5 dribbles." But that's just Isagi, man. That's the Isagi effect. Um,
It is
Oh,
legit just the fact he's the main character. That's
uh,
why I think that that's the only way they're going to score is by having Onazi play as a false 9.
Nazi play as a false nine or Blue Lock playing a false nine.
Japan
No,
might get cocky and
I don't
concede
think their
one goal
position will
because of a
change.
false
I think
9.
Onazi will just get used as bait all the time. I
Yeah,
think their position will stay the same.
Arrow, do you know what a false 9 is?
I believe so.
A
So
false 9 is a striker archetype where they put themselves up as bait as if they're going to shoot and then make a pass to throw off the goalkeeper.
yeah,
It says a false
It
nine
is
is
a
a soccer
playing
tactic
style.
where a center forward drops deep into the
drops
midfield rather than
deeper.
staying up high up on the pitch to draw
Yeah.
opposing defenders out of the
Yeah.
position. I don't
Yeah.
think he'll do that. I think they'll just keep doing the same thing as always. He just won't touch the ball.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are we just going to ignore the fact that Arrow just dropped actual ball knowledge?
Yeah, bro.
He just read it though.
You search
He
that
just
shit
read
up.
it.
yeah. Okay, listen, man.
That's Chat
Lightning.
GPT.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
It's called
So
Google. I just looked
everyone,
up false 9.
everyone's talking about false 9 position. That can we talk about how sexy the Nigerian manager is? What's going on, bro? Like
Oh,
he's just the Nigerian manager is just out mugging ego. That I saw that design. I was like, I didn't know Kaneshiro knew how to design black people like that. I'll be real, as a black person, I didn't
He's
know
doing well,
it was
bro.
like
He's
that.
doing well. He's doing well.
You
Didn't know
got
he was like.
Hagi and Loki, 2 of the
Okay.
goats.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, those two are the goats. Loki is based off Mbappe, so you can't really mess that design up too
And
much.
this
But
guy is
Loki.
based off
like,
of a Nigerian coach.
Loki's hairline
he,
is fuck, bro. I swear to
yeah,
God.
his hairline is cooked. His hairline is cooked. I can't lie.
Loki,
I didn't know
Loki.
Kaneshiro was like that. My bad. I do love how much love he's been given
Yeah.
these foreign teams. Very
Yeah.
nice.
And that's why I'm
I kn-
excited to see some of
okay,
the other
what's the stereotype for a French
nations.
person?
A French person? I don't really know.
Long
Big nose.
The
really
French team will have a lot
whingy,
of black players. Well,
We
they
need
should
extremely
have a
someone.
lot.
We need. Okay, I
Players.
need them to say "wee wee" and someone make a penis joke. I
It's
need
gonna
it
be
to
them.
happen. I
It's
need
gonna
it
be
to happen.
Dembele,
I
Rachel.
need them to. I need them to make it. I need someone to make a penis joke.
It's gonna be
They
Dembele.
probably will. I mean, look at Grim. The not Grim. That one. Glas is it Glasner? Kept talking about
We
dick
called him Dick
cheese or
Cheese, but that
something.
wasn't like penis. That wasn't a penis joke.
Did he
That's
not say
true.
dick
What?
cheese?
Yeah, but that's not really a penis
I'm
joke.
really
Yeah,
I'm really
I
scared.
I
I'm really.
feel like one of the French players will be like Blue Lock's gone stale like a baguette or something, and it's just
I,
gonna be really fucking
I
I
cliche.
doubt.
I'm not
really.
I
surprised.
doubt that.
That shit, but all
I
right.
need. I need the England players. I need Japan to make a joke about the English people's teeth, though. I can't lie. I need that. That would be
What?
pretty funny. Be pretty
What?
Teeth.
funny.
I thought
Nothing
you was
wrong
gonna
with
say
Be
something
pretty
that.
about.
funny. Be pretty funny.
I was about to say, are
What's
you gonna speak to me while I'm
The
doing
only
this? I
the
don't
only
know.
English people with funny teeth
that's
are
true.
Londoners.
I'm a Londoner. That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah,
He's not wrong
Take
that's
it
though.
as a
So
personal
bro.
offense.
I mean,
That's
it
like
could. If the theory that like it's the new gen from Livers or whatever, it'd be funny if he has like a, was it is it Scouse accent?
Strong,
What's the
really
accent
strong
called?
scout accent, like
Scouse
Cockney.
native
accent. It'd be
accent.
funny if like the Rio Mikage translator earbuds or whatever, like he just sounds weird
It
as
don't
fuck
work.
out of
They just
compared
don't
to
work.
everybody else.
Because
They don't work.
no one on
Um,
the earth can translate what the fuck the
Fun,
scout people are
yo.
saying.
I don't know if you guys saw the new Apple AirPods have the live translation feature. I was thinking about the Rio Mikage
Oh,
AirPod. I don't know if you saw the new.
really?
Yeah. So
That
like the
better
new.
someone
Yeah,
better come out
same
with like
thing.
a casing for them or like an attachment to make it
Yeah.
look like that. I
That
will buy
Yeah.
them instantly.
So the new AirPods have a live. If you guys don't know in the chat, the new AirPods have a new live translation feature, which like if someone's speaking in a foreign language, it will like lower half the volume so you can hear it back in English or like the
Mhm.
spoken language you speak. I think it's a really cool feature.
They hope that
Um,
shit off a bit, bro. I swear to God,
but
like,
like that quite literally is what the Rio Mikage ones are in Blue Lock. They're the
the
exact
Apple
same
Red
thing.
Blue Lock kind of was
Yeah,
like, yeah,
but
let's just stay
my
away from them.
worry is how accurate they'll be. Because if I'm talking to someone and there's a lot of background noise, my worry is
Yeah,
if we're gonna be walking down the street talking and my buddy's speaking Spanish and I'm trying to hear him back in English, if I just hear someone across the street and he just randomly says bagel, I'm gonna be concerned as to the conversation. Like I need to get the context. Like how well can it translate?
yeah, it does. I mean, to be fair, the AirPods have pretty decent fucking cancellation, but we'll see how it goes. It is gonna be an interesting. But all I could think about was the fucking Mikage headphones. Speaking of Mikage Corporation, in the previous chapter, I wasn't here for the locker room for that. When Gargamaru is training with those balls are also sponsored by the Mikage fucking corporation. How
yeah,
many things does
yeah.
the Mikage corporation own in the Blue
Bro,
Lock universe, bro?
Everything. I'm
they're
pretty sure
huge,
this
bro.
is like what's it like this okay, what's an
They're like
equivalent?
The Samsung
This
of.
is
No,
this is
because
like the Kyber Corp of the fucking Blue Lock world.
Sp-
It's literally
Um,
like
Pretty
Samsung.
much.
Samsung does everything.
Yeah, it's not as cool.
also,
No one knows
also,
what Kyber Corp is.
also very funny. The Nigerian team, they're wearing a Puma, but it's like called Duma or
mhm.
some shit.
Duma. Oh
It's pretty
yeah,
funny.
Oh no,
that was
Hey,
in the NEL as
yeah,
well.
same people that did
Yeah.
I
Bada.
know this.
Bada
Yeah.
Cougars team, same people that
Yeah.
sponsored them.
Oh man, I'm looking
Oh, and
forward to seeing
have
the
y'all seen like the full color shoot volume books or whatever?
the full color volume books. No, I haven't seen those yet.
Okay, hold up. Wait,
No.
who sponsors? Okay, it's the Mikage Corporation that sponsors Blue Lock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So where is their name on the uniform? Do they have one or no?
I guess they don't. They're not on the kit because I guess they're only sponsoring them via like advertisement
Yeah.
and other shit.
No,
I don't think they're gonna give them the kit.
they're not sponsoring them, are they?
No,
Yeah,
No.
I
I mean,
assume
the
they are.
earbuds.
I mean the headphones were provided to them, but I don't know. So
Yeah,
I would
Yeah,
assume they were.
that's provided to all of the like
All
Oh,
of the teams.
I
because
guess it's just like a
aren't they
Japan
just
thing.
No,
sponsoring the
no.
U20
Japan
World
is
Cup as
that
a general
Also,
thing?
the
am
actual
I the
World
only one
Cup
who's
is
opposed to
sponsored
them?
by Mikage.
Am I the
Yeah,
only one who's opposed to the idea of the Mikage earbuds existing in the tournament? I would have much preferred they just had no idea what each person was saying.
What?
They
Well,
shit talking's
What?
fun.
one
What
thing
would
No,
be
because
one
the?
you
thing.
can still shit talk. They just don't know what they're saying. But it's a matter of like, okay,
yeah, that would have been
okay,
funny.
the Nigeria team is apparently speaking Nigerian. I'm assuming, right? They're speaking another
Yeah,
language.
Yeah,
Well, in
they'll speak
Nigeria, you'd
English. I
either
think they
speak
speak
like
English.
local dialects or English.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, I mean, like, they can't understand them.
no.
So, like,
I mean they
Emerald? What the fuck?
if they're playing in the World Cup, they would most likely be talking in English.
Okay,
You
so
just noticed.
So
Poor
does that mean when like at the beginning of the game, I think when Chigiri got past one of them, I don't remember who it was. He said some crazy shit like you fucking novice. He said some you just trash talking and nobody had even said anything to him. I don't know why he said that. That was unnecessary, bro.
Hold on, what
You
did
need
he
to chill
say?
out.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
said
remember.
too slow, dipshit.
Yeah, too slow,
Yeah.
dipshit. That means they heard that on the.
That shocked me coming out of Chigity. Like it's not okay. It's not bad. Like I know he trash talks, but that was just so witty.
I
Like
mean, it's
it
There's
wasn't like clever.
definitely
It
a
was just like
certain motivator there.
it was just like spear to the chest.
it's.
Like damn.
I'm
Like
not gonna lie. Like
There's-
Japan be instigating sometimes. So we need
Yeah,
to have
all the
a
time.
because
Not
they be
sometimes,
instigating.
all the time.
Nobody says anything, and then Isagi or somebody will be like, "Oh fuck you, you dickhead, you novice." I'm like, okay, what the fuck is
Look
going
at
on,
it.
bro?
The easiest four all have a different style of shit talking. Chigiri just comes up with like really witty one-liners.
No,
Batra
And
comes up with the most random shit possible. Kunagami's just aggressive, and
no, I mean no. For
just
he's a
Kunigami,
strong,
no.
insecure
No,
as
for
fuck.
Kunigami, you have to provoke him first. Then he'll give you a give
Yeah,
you.
but they all still shit talk you,
but
and they all have a different method of shit talking.
Hello, hello.
well, I don't think Kunigami
hey,
talks.
Hey,
Though.
hey.
Hey, what's
the
up, bro?
glaze. The
OP.
glaze is just weird because Isagi hasn't scored yet. Just doing his meta vision off the bullshit. I fully believe if you sub Isagi out, Japan is winning easy. Oh,
They're winning easy with him on as well.
They're not.
with him on the
No,
loss.
they're not winning with because he's the brain
He's
of
the
the forward
nucleus. He's the
line.
See,
nucleus of the team.
see, the thing is, right? You talk about the off the ball stuff, but the off the ball stuff is what most managers value the most rather than on the ball. So
Hmm.
you might not see what Isagi's doing good, but others who have the football IQ will be able to see exactly what he's doing, and they'll fear what he's doing.
You got to think of it like okay, it's awesome what you do with the ball, but what are you doing without it? Like
Yeah,
when you don't have the ball, what are you doing?
Are
literally
you
Can
tracking
I
back?
quickly ask?
Usually drop stuff.
Isagi
People,
tracks back quite a lot.
Yeah.
too
Quite a
much,
bit.
baby.
Quite a
do people
bit.
Too
think
much.
that
Annoying.
But I've
Japan?
seen. Yep, go ahead, Lexa.
Do people think that Japan isn't still destroying Nigeria if Isagi gets subbed out?
Well,
Okay,
Um,
hold up.
that's what
You get to pick. All right,
that's what Davis thinks.
who
you
you
get to
subbing
pick
Isagi out
three
for?
characters. What three characters do you think, like the worst three characters, do you think are beating Nigeria?
Nana,
Worst three.
Nanaseon,
Like okay, I
Nonsense.
think three good blue
Kiora.
lockers. I think
and
three good blue
Kiora.
lockers are beating Nigeria, or like we'll say four.
That's true.
Give four blue lockers. Obviously, I think Rin, Isagi, like Reo, and
Oh,
Aiko.
so just it's
Are,
only the four people on the field.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
or like
I
you
want
can
a
have the other
combination
guys.
that'll
They
work.
just don't touch. They don't touch the ball at all.
Whoops.
No touching the ball.
No, just only.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say only these four people are on the field.
Even
at
then,
this point, bro, Abdi from Uber's solos Nigeria, bro.
That's
Like,
not
I'm
I'll
not.
be from Ubers is insane,
like
but all right,
what is
I get
what is the worst combination of four blue lock players that you think could beat Nigeria? And
that.
then it doesn't have to be
None.
like an overwhelming win, but it just has to be a win. It can be a close win. But
Oh,
what
you said four?
worst
I
worst
got
four?
four.
All right, I got four.
I think I
Not going
I think I
anywhere.
have four.
I got Nanase, fucking Fukaku. I mean, Raichi isn't bad, but I'm gonna include him, Raichi,
Mm.
and
We'll go off of
then
ranking
Kiora.
too. We can go off of ranking too.
they don't win though. I
Yeah.
don't think they win.
I'm
Yeah, they're
thinking
not winning.
hear me out on this. I think four characters: Shido, Hiyori, Nico, and honestly maybe Fukaku. You put those four on, I think they're winning.
Yeah, I think they can win.
Yeah.
Already a
I've
Nico
got,
victim.
I've got my own list of four.
Honestly, if you just pick any fast character, you might win because the only thing you have to do is be faster than Onazi.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
so
was
I'm
that was
gonna
gonna be my
say
fast
strategy.
characters?
You put Chigiri Corona, Zantetsu, and Shido there, and you're winning.
Mm.
Like
I've got
you put
my
those
four.
four, they will win. Because they'll
Speed
just
Lexio,
And I
what's
think
your
these
for?
four. I think these four are pretty shit. Fukaku, Otoya,
Okay.
probably the best player on here, Corona,
Mm-hmm.
and Sendo.
Do you think they win though?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's not bad.
I
That's not
think
bad.
Corona and Sendo link up would probably be pretty good to
No,
beat
So I
Sendo.
don't know
Sendo
if they
Corona,
win.
Corona,
Sendo
Sendo
and
can
Otoya.
link
No.
up. Corona and
Mhm.
Otoya linking up.
Yeah.
Because both
Yeah.
Sendo and Otoya can shoot. We've got Fukaku, who's just sort of taken a nap in goal. Corona's got the speed. Like,
okay.
I
Hold
don't
up.
think I think
Don't
these
forget,
4
Nigeria
players
still they,
have
they
beat.
still they still create
Okay,
chances.
hold up. Let's go one by one. We'll go one by one of who we think the worst, and we'll go off of ranking. So whoever has the lowest amount of points used wins, right? So like if you choose Iseki or you choose Rain, you're getting like 20 points. So whoever has the lowest amount of points gets it, and it's
Okay,
going inverse
question:
of the ranking. Inverse
Are
of
we
ranking.
going off? Are we going off the NEL rankings or
Yes,
believe the players?
NEO rankings.
Because NEL rankings means Shido is better than Paro.
Yeah,
I
so
think in a circumstance like this, Shido might be better than Pato.
Kill him. Kill him right now.
I think in this circumstance, Shido might be better than Pato. I don't know.
That hurts me, but okay.
Well, it's
That
also
might be
you're running 4. Remember, you're running 4 people. Bato, the more
Yeah,
people there are on the
true.
team, the more people Bato has to devour. If you're a solo striking
True.
Bato, you're not putting him in the best environment for himself. You solo strike
That
Shido,
is-
he's gonna do great.
yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So like, all right, I gave mine. I said, what did I say again? I said Shido,
Chido,
Hiyori,
Nico,
Nico, and Fukaku.
yeah.
That's like that's rank.
That's
Here,
a higher.
I'll do the math after. That's rank 3. What rank is everyone else?
I
And we'll
was
go
gonna
through.
say that's a pretty high rated team, to be fair.
Not really. Is it that high? I don't think that's a very high rated team.
You've got Shido, who's number 3. You've
Yeah,
got
but
who are the others?
you need a comp because
Yeah, you
remember,
need a
right?
good
You're
striker.
competing with Onazi, so you need a goal scorer who's at least Onazi level.
Okay, you said Shido, who's
Yeah,
number
I said
3. Who are
Shido.
the
I
others?
said Shido, Hiyori, Nico, and Fukaku.
Hiyori and Nico are Nico's 15 and Hiyori's 16,
That's not bad.
and then Fukaku's 20.
Okay. All right. So next we'll go into who should we do next? We want to do Raito. Raito, you're here. Who are the 4 characters? The 4 worst group of characters you think could be Nigeria?
Um, yeah, I'll also take Fukaku.
Okay.
I'll take Ryu.
I
Okay.
guess we all riding that
Um,
Fugaku tree. No problem.
I'll take. I'll actually.
What's up, kid?
Yeah, Hiyori
Okay.
and Kunigami.
Not
Okay.
much we just got right
We're
now.
doing a game where basically I pose the question: what worst group of 4 blue lockers do you think can beat Nigeria's team? It's not a wipeout,
Oh,
just
okay.
a win.
So it's like
So even
fraud
if it's
versus
1-0
fraud.
or if it's 4-5, you think they'll still win. And we're going off of NEO rankings. So what group of 4 characters do you think will win? And whoever has the lowest number total at the end is going to win. So like I took, for example, I took Shido, Hiyori, Nico, and Fukaku. I think those 4 can beat Nigeria, right?
Oh,
We're gonna
okay.
do inverse numbers for that. So Shido's gonna be worth a lot of points. The lower on the ranking, the less points they are, right?
Okay, so it can't be like the top players like Isagi, Reen.
Well, if you do, then you lose the game. Whoever has the lowest amount of points here wins.
Okay.
Because you
Ooh.
also if you say some random numbers, you have the lowest points, sure. But if everyone's like, no, they're not winning, then your take's invalid, and we kick you out
Is a
of
goalie
the
mandatory?
And then you get kicked out of
Closer
the
to asking.
call?
Oh yeah, we'll say goalie's not mandatory. We'll say
That's
it's
just
like
kind of.
well, here,
Because the
we'll say
goalkeeper's
blue lock
irrelevant,
man.
let's
We'll
be
say
real.
blue lock man is there. Unless you
Oh
want to
wow.
unless you specifically want Gagamato or
Oh,
Fukaku,
oh.
we'll
Oh,
go through
That's
those.
just-
yeah.
So if we're saying it's blue lock man, I'll take Zantetsu. I'll take Zantetsu instead of Fukaku, who's 19.
Okay.
So Raito, who you still
yeah.
taking Fukaku or you want to swap?
Let me think. No, I'm not. I'm not taking Fukaku because I'm better off getting an outfielder. But
Also, hi, OP.
who do I
Yeah, I
have?
don't
So
think you were here when
so I've
I
got
left.
You have Audio,
I've got
Hiyori,
Aru,
and Kunigami.
Kunigami, and Hiyori.
Nah,
Okay.
Vincenzo, that's just mean.
Okay. Let
Blue
me.
Lock Man is better than Fukaku, so don't choose him.
Well, by
I'll take.
yeah.
Where is he?
I'll take Karasu actually.
Karasu. So Karasu, that's gonna put you at ranks with numbers.
No. In fact, let me take Yuki.
Yukimiya, okay. Okay.
think that's a good
So that Raito, that would put you with a scoring of you have ranking number 8. You have ranking number 14. You'd
Okay.
have 15. No, you have 13. Sorry, 13. And then you'd have who did you say? Higori, which is
Yeah, Hiyori.
16. Yeah, 16. So your rankings are 13, 14,
Hiyori's
13,
that low.
16, and 8.
Wow.
Those are your rankings. All right. Next person for this, Dedu, it's you. What
Oh dang.
worst 4 combination of blue lockers, NEL ranking wise, do you think could beat them? And we'll do the math after.
I'll go Raichi, Zantetsu. I'm certain
Okay.
on those two. I'm tempted to put Nanase because we know from his feats in the NEL he is a good link-up player as long as he has like a good player with him.
I'm gonna help. I will say this though, is that do you trust Nanase enough to be competent enough to support? Because like Nanase was good, but Reen was also like keep making sure pace was kept. Like with
I'm
Isagi,
gonna
Corona
say
could just
this.
go at whatever pace he wanted, but with this circumstance, it's
Dedu, I'm like the number one Nanase Glazer. I support him so much. He's not gonna help you at all. Like, don't use him.
Alright.
In a
Lazy, not
4
lazy
team,
account that he likes.
you have 4 people on this team, not a full team. If it was a full team, yes, Nanase should go on it. But the only 4 people, you kind of need to pick better players than Nanase.
Yeah, but it's against
Also,
Nigeria.
this will
background
be a
noise
good. This
picking
will
up
be a
for
good
me?
YouTube video.
Four players
Nigeria
anyway.
is so bad, I made Blue Lock worse.
There's a striker people are missing out on that's really cheap. That I think
Sendo?
would do good.
I've
No,
What's
not
your list
got
then? What's your
my
list?
4 players.
Oh, you've got yours. Who's going next?
Is Dedu finished?
No,
No, Dedu's got 2 more
only said
characters.
3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bad.
You want
my bad.
Also,
Nanase?
is there
You
any
do want
background noise
Nanase?
being picked up for me? Because I'm seeing my little mic icon move.
These things are obviously like Lex was saying, oh, it's only for an
What did
11-11,
you
but the
say,
thing
Kate?
is Nigeria literally only has 4 players as well, so it's essentially the same thing. Like, name me one feat any of the other buns have done in this game.
Wait, who's your last pick?
I overheard
Wait,
there
are
was
we
a
going only top
good
23?
goal scorer who was really cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
only top 23.
yeah, only top 23.
Only
Okay.
top 23.
I didn't know if we were doing like all the Blue Lock rankings, because then that would be like a cheap shot.
No.
Honestly, hear me out on this. You might be better off just going like limited. If you want to do limited, you pick like pick like
Nagi.
Kaiser. And be like, all right, Kaiser solos the whole team. Lorenzo solos the whole team.
If you
Crazy.
had access to the not top 23, it'd be really
That's a
easy.
Yeah.
that's a cop out.
Because everyone
I
would
would
just pick
solo the
Nagi.
whole team now.
Yeah.
Who did you pick, Dedu, for your last one?
With Nanase, I might need a clutch up, so I'm going to whack Sendo in there. Nigeria's too
No,
crap.
Chuto.
Ooh,
Sendo
Sendo.
is
I'm gonna
clutch.
be honest. I don't think this team is scoring. Maybe it's just me. I don't think they're beating Nigeria. Because remember, it's just these 4 are the only ones who are gonna do anything during the
Yeah.
game.
Also,
don't
what's
think-
going on with Nanase in the chat?
I don't know.
Listen to
Why would you fuck Nana?
What? Okay, bro.
That's after Tweaky said fuck Nanase.
Oh yeah,
There's
Suki said
All right.
hashtag fuck
Next up,
Suki?
Lexio, it's you. Suki.
Okay.
Suki?
Oh,
Calm
left.
down in chat,
I haven't
okay?
said my reason
Sendo.
for why they would win. Shut up, Lexio, kindly.
Oh.
No, think about it.
Fine.
The only competent
Okay.
player on this team is Onaji. Everybody else is
I don't
Uso's
think the 4 that you picked, Dedu, are beating them.
feats.
Kuso's good, bro.
Who beats, I
Kuso's
was saying,
dribble
like, who
past a
beats
couple of guys.
Kuso?
Yeah, okay, so cool. Kuso can glaze past to Onaji. Cool, predictable.
All right.
Yeah,
All right, Lexio, you have.
never
You
mind.
said Sendo.
Sendo.
Okay, guys, can we
Okay.
Yukimiya.
can we stop with the
Ricky.
Nanase hashtags in chat?
That's the one.
That's very
Wait.
similar to
Raito.
Sendo, And then who? Yuki.
Sendo, Corona, Yuki, Raichi. I have another version of it, but it's like I don't know if the other version can win, so I went with this one.
And
Actually,
then it
I'll
was.
just
Seems
say it.
extremely
Sendo,
similar.
instead of Corona, put Zantetsu on there, and I still think they're winning.
Okay, I'll put
Absolutely.
Zantetsu on there instead.
Sendo, Yuki.
Well, technically, Zantetsu is a better
Zantetsu.
pick for you because you get more points that way. But all right.
Yeah,
Who was the
that's
last?
why I'm saying it. It's just I
Alright.
thought they were less likely to win, but I'm
See,
still like.
I
I'll
went
go for it.
the route of thinking that you need at least one good goal scorer, like a
Yeah,
really
strike.
good goal.
You need a goal
That's
scorer.
why I
Okay,
picked
now-
Shido. Like,
Here's the thing. I believe that mentality, but I also believe
we'll
two.
get to the debates after. We'll get to the
Okay.
defending your points after. Leo, you're up next. What 4 blue lockers do you think are beating Nigeria?
Hmm.
The less amount of points, the lower on the rankings your group is in total, your overall ranking, the better it is for you.
Okay, what you said 4?
4 blue lockers. So these, so assuming it's on a game of 11, the other 11, like the other 7 characters are there, but they just don't do anything. So it's these 4, the only ones involved with the game.
I was
These
so
four-
lost when we were doing the point system.
These 4 help the team. Okay, all right.
These 4 beat Nigeria.
All right, I got my 4 picks. Okay, first one is Shigiri.
There we go. My goat.
My
Are you trying to
other
get
one.
bias points?
Okay,
What's up?
bro. Okay,
No,
you
no.
got
The
No,
point system
so
is
I'm
basically
taking the NEL rankings and I'm reversing them.
Yeah.
So, like,
My
Nanase
second-
is going to be worth 1 point.
my
Green and
second,
Isagi will be worth like 20.
my second one.
That's
Wait,
the only time Nanase is going to be on top.
Yup.
Exactly. That's why I'm using him now.
Leo?
Rare case.
okay, my second one is Gagamaru.
Okay, so you're specifying because remember, goalkeeper is just Blue Lockman in this circumstance. But if you take Gagamato, he subs out Blue Lockman, and you only get 3 active players aside from Gagamato.
No, I'm saying like he can just help save. Okay, all right.
That's not a bad pick, to be honest. Like with him,
was
you're
gonna say,
you're
technically
100%
you
locked
could-
on goal.
You could play him outfield as well.
You could.
So I got like 2 more left. Okay.
You got 2.
I would suggest not picking Gagamaru, to be honest.
Hey, let my man pick.
Y'all might quote me for this, but my third pick is Kiora Jin.
No,
Yeah.
that's actually
Throw
not
him.
the laziest decision, to be honest.
Laziest?
Chigiri,
No, I mean there's
Kiora, and
definitely worse
Gagamaru.
picks you could go for, but Kiora is definitely not one of them. Because Kiora is
Oh
not
my
bad. I just think he needs more time to shine.
Has anyone said this character before? I don't think I've heard anyone say him, but I'm going for my last pick is Kunigami.
Yeah, Raito said Kunigami. That's a good pick.
All right. Oh wait, hold on. Can I switch that one? Can I switch it out? Hold on.
You get one switch out before we lock it in.
Who can I pick? Shit. Ario.
I think you also said that as well. All right.
Fucking hell!
Bro, that team's not winning.
It's not like
We'll
it's
get-
locked
we'll get-
out. You can
we'll
still
get-
choose
we'll
it.
get to the end.
I'm
When we get to the end,
definitely
we
a
debate it.
mile ahead.
When we get to the end, we debate it. When we get to the end, we debate it. All right.
Mhm.
Emerald, you're next.
All right. So
And then you
I'm
guys
not
can
gonna
talk
talk
while
about
I
it. I'm
do
just
this,
gonna
and then
dog on 4 characters I just don't like or I think they're bad. Anyway,
But they
First
can't just be
pick.
bad. They have to be bad, but good enough to
But
win.
good enough to win, yeah.
yeah. First pick is Shido. Can't shoot
Okay.
for crap, but at least he's decent.
Nice.
Second,
Yep.
the worst character, Kyorjin.
Shut.
Okay.
Wow.
Hush.
You
How you gonna
just-
say he's the worst when Nanase is right there?
Nana says
Person who
right
wasn't
below him,
supposed to
bro.
be here.
He did literally say second to worst.
I only heard worst.
I thought he said
I heard
second
worse.
pick was
Yeah,
the
that's
worst.
I
what
said
thought.
worse.
Yeah.
So you heard wrong.
Oh.
Your
then.
ears
You
are
heard
coping.
Yeah.
Yours are coping. Anyway, third pick,
I
Fukaku
was just
again.
hoping he
The
was
person
smart.
who's not supposed to be here, somehow he was. Never knew.
Okay.
Never know. Anyway,
If I'm being
my fourth
What?
pick is going to be Nanase. Man who barely survived.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is making it. To be honest,
This
This
team is
me.
not winning.
Welcome to the club.
This team
I
isn't
mean,
I
winning
don't care,
because
I'm just gonna hate on you.
here's the thing.
I
You
don't
want?
care.
I get the reason of having Fukaku in there, but honestly, I think Blue Lockman does better.
Yeah, it's got more
Now I'm
feet.
putting him out on defense. I'm not putting him as a goalkeeper.
has
Like,
anyone
wow.
said
What the fuck?
But how's
He
he
has
gonna
no
defend
defensive
against
feet.
Chiso
He
and
can't even touch.
Otazi?
He
He
can't
has
even
no
touch.
goalkeeper
He
beats.
can't.
He
He
has
can't
no
even.
goalkeeper beats. What's that
But as
point?
a goalkeeper, I stand on this. As a goalkeeper, you have the ability to use your hands. You have more accessibility for defense. You have it. You do.
I want to say this. If you want someone for defense, why are you picking Fukaku when Raichi is literally right
Is
below
less.
him?
Exactly.
It's less, and it's better for him. But he
Okay,
already
never
locked in his
mind.
picks. So
Lukaku gets
Oh,
it right.
wrap it up. Wrap it
Toaster,
up.
all
you're
No, I'm
right,
just calling you.
Pokey.
Hey, it's not
Pokey,
Yeah.
Toasters in
you.
here.
On to
Let's
you.
Lukaku
go.
again for Raichi.
All right. So my team is extremely similar to Lexio's. It's literally just Zantetsu, Yukimiya, Hiyori, Raichi.
Zantetsu, Yukimiya, who?
Hiyori, then Raichi.
It's closer to mine.
Okay.
So he just swapped Hiyori and Sendo.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean,
that's it.
I've got Zantetsu, I've got Yuki and Hiyori as well.
Do you
Yeah,
actually?
but I've got
Yeah.
3 of the same players as him.
Yeah, you kind of just had
To
everyone
be
else's.
fair, don't a lot of you have the same players?
Mine seem. Yeah, I have Hiyori and Zantetsu seem to be like common picks, to be honest.
Yeah, Hiyori for his value is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, what?
All
it is.
right. Cap, it's you left. You're the last
Oh,
person
okay.
here. 4
Of
characters you
course.
think will win. Because after this, I'll tally up the points, and then we'll go through and debate whether
I
we as
choose
a
mom.
team will win.
Oh god,
Honoring.
I'm bad at debating, but okay, here we go. Okay, first pick, I'm gonna take Raichi.
Okay.
Okay.
Solid pick.
I
Solid
gotta
pick.
I gotta remember the rankings because otherwise I'm gonna be stupid.
Welcome to my world. Continue.
Okay, bro.
Okay. Next I'm gonna take. I need a good midfielder, and he's low on the list, so Hiyori.
Okay.
Bandwagon.
Okay.
Trend
Chickadee.
hopper.
I'll take Chickadee. Even though he's pretty high
No
in terms
comments.
of points.
Good one.
And for my last pick, I'm gonna be biased here and take Sendo.
Okay. So that
who's
puts you.
Listen, you guys knew Sendo was my favorite character, so I was gonna take him regardless of points.
I did not know that. All right. You guys have your debates while I
I've
tally up
said
the
it
points.
multiple times. Do I have to rock a
Someone
Sendo
did not
profile
watch
picture
the
again?
8th Clear Team
I don't
video.
listen.
Disrespect Arrow. Go watch the 8th Clear Team video and find
I
out everyone's
don't.
favorite characters.
To be honest, I don't even watch
Start
like a
watching
lot
as
of.
soon as I'm in.
I'll watch Ravens, but he's really the most I watch. That's it. I don't
Yeah,
watch
that's
really
fair.
any.
You mentioned that you only watch it for like background noise or to sleep.
Yeah.
Yo, why does Arrow look like he's retelling a scary story?
I was about to
Because
say.
Am I?
Scary
Your
stories
guys'
to tell in the
are
dark.
not scary.
I was about to say the same
Demographic
thing, bro.
A soft
I don't
Wait
mean
a
to
minute,
be.
wait a minute, wait a minute. Scary stories. Are we gonna do a Halloween stream with him on Halloween?
No, the fuck.
Nah,
We
I
do
don't.
that.
I
I'm
don't
going up
celebrate
to trick or
Halloween.
treat.
There would be a soccer ball. There will be a soccer ball. That's the scariest story. There's an actual
No,
soccer
scary
ball.
story is Fukaku actually does something.
Damn!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Worst nightmare, bro.
Don't horrify me.
Arrow, have
I
you
got
added
one.
up the scores?
I'm doing it
So
now.
many Cheeto glazers, man.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna be a mile ahead.
I've got like
She's
51.
Nigeria by himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I low-key think Alexia wins this, and I'm in second.
Feels trash, but at least he can do something decent.
I don't know. I just know I'm coming in last.
I've got 51.
No, but
These
here,
are good
even if he
legacy.
has the least amount of points,
Does
right?
his team win though?
Do we
No, I
debate?
think
Do
what
we
they're
agree with this team
saying
wins or not?
is there are going to be people with lower point amounts than me, but I'm going to be the only one with. I'm going to have the lowest point amount that can actually win.
No, but
Is
that's
what I
for us.
Someone
interpret
said-
That's for us to debate. That's for us to debate.
Definitely so.
You
Someone
have to
said
defend-
Arrow is scary when he tries to debate.
Because I'm that good.
Which is no, it's because you
Is
yell.
that
And,
annoying?
Oh, ha ha. Sorry,
listen,
you can't
Arrow.
handle.
When I see your debates, I actually am like, thank God I never have to debate against him because
like that
that would
one
actually
meme
freak
So
me
what you're
out.
telling me is that you'll just never be able to deal with college then. You'll never be able to
It's
deal
like,
with
it's like that
classes.
one meme.
What'd you
of
say?
me talking to a big
What'd you say?
You'll never be able to deal with college if you can't handle my debates.
Listen, college doesn't freak me out as much as you do.
Thank you.
Damn.
To be fair, you are scary when you have to debate against you and you're just staring down and you're like, fucking hell, I gotta debate this man. That's what shit
No,
is
it's
real.
I
not
had
that
a
it actually
debate
freaks
someone
me out.
yesterday
Like,
who tried to say that Ness is better than that. Okay, I went on a debate and said that Ness was better than Hiyori was better than Ness. And this
Valid.
guy pulls
So
up,
valid.
and this guy apparently won a debate with someone where it was Ness versus Kaiser, who's better, and apparently Ness won.
what?
Wow.
Crazy.
Someone
Can't tell
screenshot
me you
that.
haven't
How
read
did
the
he
Please tell me
manage
manga.
someone
that one?
screenshotted that face.
Some people need to reread the manga.
Oh, you
Dang
I
it, we
know.
got
Tell me you haven't
To
we
be
read
got
the
fair, it
Like
was
the
a
manga.
lot
one
of
of
Tell
one
me
of the
you
characters
points
haven't
he
hitting.
read
made
full
was
up.
because he said Ness was relative to Isagi and Isagi was better than Kaiser because Ness and Isagi shared the same vision of the final goal and
I'm
Kaiser
going
couldn't.
home. What?
Uh,
Hello?
uh,
That
What?
makes no
Bro, I'm done.
sense.
I'm leaving the stream, bro.
And
uh,
I think SBA, which is standard battle assumption, the usual thing for like scaling battles, is the most stupid shit in the world.
Never even heard of
I
it.
I
never,
What, like
tried
yeah,
to
same, I
listen
never
relativity
when you
heard
stuff?
it
debate.
too.
I said when you debate, you have to debate using consistency. You can't debate using an assumption. You have to debate using
Oh,
consistency.
you
Like
can
Yeah.
really say that, bro?
I gave examples of Rain is better than Isagi in the second selection, despite the fact that Isagi surpassed Rain's line of thinking like one or two times. It's not a consistent thing, and therefore you can't say that Isagi is better than Rain.
It
Yeah.
depends if you're going by like EOS or not, or end of series, or end
No,
of.
we're going by current. Like
Current day.
I said U20 World Cup Ness will surpass Hiyori, but right now, for what we know of, Hiyori is better than Ness because we don't have any feat. The only feat we have for an awakened Ness is of his drive pass, and his drive pass does not that peak of Ness does not surpass the peak performance of Hiyori, which is the alley cross.
Oh, the alley
Yeah.
crosses. Actually,
So
I should just in
Yeah.
case. But it was very, very,
Also,
very.
Arrow, it's not that you freak me out. It's like I'm not good with debating in
No,
general.
don't backtrack. I took the insult to heart. Don't worry.
I'm not insulting you.
A little
You are.
pop up. There's a
Is
little
my
pop
face
up at the
freaking
side of the
frozen?
screen. Arrow will remember this.
Oh no, I will.
Listen.
Cat,
I am genuinely
Cat,
not good at debating.
it looks like we need to change the Geeks versus 8th clear matchups. Arrow's now out for you.
I am.
No, he's gonna.
Wait, you guys have a debate
Listen.
match
I am genuinely
for
not
what?
good at debating. I'm not good with conflict in general. So if I have to debate somebody, I usually just end up turtling
Are
into
you
myself.
good?
What?
My
It's
roommate
like
just
this,
like
man.
let out a very weird moan, and I'm worried.
What did you say?
Hey, don't disturb.
I'm not recreating the noise.
Arrow, don't
I'm
disturb.
done.
He's
I'm
having a
done.
good
Hey,
time.
just don't tell.
I'm informing in case it got picked up on the microphone, so people don't think it was me. Stop it.
Oh, bro.
Wait, Dadu, you said something before. What did you say?
I forgot.
Crazy.
Wasn't
Alright,
that nice?
yeah.
Wait, did anybody hear what I said?
Nope.
No,
No,
say it
that's
again.
why I'm
Say
asking.
Nope.
Well, then I'm
We
not
might
gonna
hear it
make
on the
chat
playback
for
though.
them, am I?
Oh, you forgot.
Wait, hold on. I'm
Word,
just
2K.
retracing what I've said.
Aren't we supposed to be adding up the points?
I am. It takes me a minute.
Yeah, he's gonna do all the calculations.
I gotta do 8
It was
people.
right
Give me a
after
minute.
I said about you've got a
Yeah,
new
yeah,
matchup for the Geeks versus the
Give me a minute. God damn it.
Clear.
Eighth
Oh,
clear.
were you doing debating matchups or something?
We are.
No, it was like
Well, that
Lexio
was
made fake matchups. So it was like
Well,
Arrow versus Raito, Serena versus
at some
Onyx,
point
Let's
Suki
we're
not do
versus
that
going.
for Raito.
Animasu, him versus Raven, and then me versus Rez because I'm the fifth member and the Geeks doesn't have a fifth member.
So you versus
So-
me twice.
To be fair, that would make sense
2v1.
to just
You
have
can
like,
you
one
can
of you
verse
go
me or
again.
you can verse Raven twice. I'm happy with you
But-
doing either because it's just
No,
funny.
Honestly-
no way. I am not versing one of you two.
Why?
I'd happily go against
I
Onyx
would-
because
Hey,
he's
you gotta
chill.
get the fast forward and rewind because Raito's like a whole scripture and Raito's like a king. I don't know, bro.
Oh yeah,
Well-
didn't I say
I'll
that
do
like
the one.
rewind or fast forward would be Arrow and Raven's auras
Yeah.
combined?
Whatever that's called. Yeah.
Something like
Fast
that.
forward. That's
what-
kind of funny.
What I was getting at was like we've not got matchup or debate stuff, Dadu. It's
Oh,
someone, I don't remember who. I want to say it was meant to be Raito, but it might have been someone else who was meant to do it. Might have been Suki. Was meant to start like pestering Arrow and Raven and them lot about doing a collab between the geeks and the 8th player for like a game
What
show
will we
thing.
even do?
Have debates back and forth about specific topics.
Legitimately, it was meant
We
to
don't
be
have
like
strong
some
debate.
sort of game show.
That's
It was
on you,
meant to be a
man.
game show where one of the 8th player, because we have too many members, creates a bunch of questions and then hosts it.
Ooh.
I get to
Countdown.
create
We can play
questions because I
countdown.
don't have a real matchup because
I'm
Ren's a part of the geeks.
I am happy to join you on any kind of debate show.
Hmm.
Or I'll just act as a
Also,
moderator.
speaking
I'll
of
act
that,
as a
I did have a
moderator.
question for a debate that I mentioned in the chat. So I figured I'd just say it right here, if you don't mind.
Go on.
Oh boy.
I do mind.
Okay, this combines
Why does
Dandadan
it start
and
tingling right
Gulak,
now? Go.
but could Loki, Zantetsu, or Chigiri outrun Turbo Granny?
No.
Nah, nobody
No.
can.
Well,
Girl,
actually,
girl.
wait.
Turbo Granny can run 100 kilometers an hour. There is no human. The fastest human on Earth, I'm pretty sure, runs a fifth of that.
How much is that in miles per
Usain
hour?
Bolt and hold on.
Rough.
Usain
Okay,
Bolt's the fastest
scale it to
human.
around 100.
20.
Around 100 miles an hour. No, girl.
No, see. Excuse me, real quick. See, if
Not
you
me getting called
scale,
girl by
if you
Girl.
what's his name? Cloud, I forgot whatever his name is, did a video on this, of calculating Loki's speed if you use the average of I believe it was collegiate level not kicker, but like scorer, and if you actually go take Loki from near outside of the box and you put him only moving after the ball has been kicked and it's halfway to the goalpost, he reaches a top speed of 267 miles per hour.
Loki
So
had
if you
to
go
run-
by that,
Loki had to run roughly 5 yards max.
No,
after the
13
ball
because he
was
was on the
You're also
edge.
already
not
after the
scaling to the
ball
fact
was
that Turbo Granny
already
can consistently move at 100 kilometers an hour endlessly. Human speed will fall off.
Well, it depends on what race you're running.
that is also
Loki's not
true.
running 100 meter faster than Turbo Granny, who can reach max acceleration, which is 100 kilometers an hour instantly. I don't care how fast Loki is; he's not hitting 100 kilometers an hour
Yeah,
acceleration.
that is an unfortunate factor.
Yeah, if
the
that with
acceleration,
that factor, you
Yes,
can't
if you
beat the
ignore
basketball.
acceleration, Loki is faster.
No, he's not.
No,
Okay,
Loki's
Oh,
not
Raito's
running
because if
being
at
you
that
ignore
speed.
mean.
acceleration,
No, I'm not
Loki's
taking
top
Raito
speed
is
with no
trying
acceleration.
I'm not
600
taking
more
I'm not taking
speed to
realistic
outrun
stats.
Turbo
I'm taking the
Granny.
calculation. I'm taking the ridiculous
you're
high
taking
ball
you're
calculation.
taking the calculation of a redditor.
Facts.
I wouldn't scale that.
Yeah, you're taking the calculation of someone who is clearly just brain dead.
Snug
Tripping
is just
balls.
stating facts
I
there.
wouldn't call that guy brain dead. He makes
I
good
would say that
videos.
he is tripping balls.
Wait,
I
who
would say
did
he's
that?
pretty
Who
brain
did the
dead.
calculation of Loki's
Cloud or
speed?
whatever his name is.
There are balls to be tripped.
Anyway,
Wait, who'd you say made
Yeah,
it?
it was just like
yeah.
it
By
was
the
just something
way,
I thought of at like 3 a.m. when I should have been sleeping. I was like, wait a minute, Loki has Godspeed. Maybe he could outrun Turbo
No,
Granny and beat her
no,
for the win
girl.
game.
no.
Girl.
Not in universe.
Like I said, it was 3
I'm
a.m.
gonna
and
say
I
it
couldn't
slowly.
sleep.
Sleep next time, please. I say it with respect. Please sleep.
Arrow.
I didn't hear what you said.
Sleep.
Their boy just doesn't want to deal with it.
You first,
Arrow.
because you don't sleep either.
And yet somehow I'm coherent. Enough
Okay,
to where I don't
Hey.
believe Loki can beat
Damn.
Turbo Granny.
Okay, Arrow. Okay, Arrow. So, as I was trying to say like 60 times, you need to organize, grab the other 3 geeks, so
Never
that we can
happening.
do a game show. Why never happening?
Because everyone has incredibly busy schedules.
Yeah, you have to find it
Including us, we're all very busy.
when no one's busy. Which is
Also, is my thing glitching out? Because like sometimes my thing will just stop moving.
Every one of
So
us
is
is
my
a
audio
college
acting weird for
student
y'all?
or is a work
no,
or
it's
or
fine.
does work.
Cat,
So
it
we're all
seems to be
very
fine on our end.
okay.
But yeah, we're all pretty busy,
I've
so it's
almost
hard to
all the
find
things-
a
I have
time where
almost
we're all
everything total.
able to meet up.
Okay, I have everything totaled.
Awesome. Oh shit!
All
there's
right,
freaking
you guys
thunder.
ready?
Dang it.
Yeah, who's got the lowest score?
So, person with the lowest score with a total of
no, start with the
16
highest. Start
No,
with the
I'm
highest.
no. We're starting with the
Start
lowest
with the
score because
highest.
because that way we'll go through this because then we'll knock it off. Lowest score wins. So we'll start with the lowest score.
Well, no,
And
you
we'll-
start with the highest score and then you go to the lowest. That's
Yeah, we're doing everything
how it
backwards.
works.
No, it's not. We're
Build
doing it's the
suspense.
least. Whoever had the least amount of points was the winner. So
Yeah,
to make
but
sure
Yes,
that
Yeah,
we
we
do the
winners
win,
winner
last. Winners last.
yeah,
Yeah.
if we go from the highest, we know who doesn't need to debate their point because they're just fucking they're not gonna win.
all right.
Yeah. For some people, the
Lowest
start of
score.
game shows you have no idea how tense.
Lowest score was Raito with 45 points with his team of Yukimiya, Aryu, Hiyori, and Kunigami.
Nice.
That's a bit shocking.
Nice.
Not
So,
surprised.
Raito. Well, let me just ask everyone here. Do we think that this team of 4 is beating Nigeria?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Yukimi. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Then we no need to move on from there. After him, it's a tie, so I'll go with this one. I'll go with this person first. Leo, you had 43 points with your team of Chigiri, Gagamaru, Kiora, and Audio. Now, Gagamaru will likely be in the net here, I'm assuming. If he's not, that's for you to decide. But
Real life.
do we think this team is beating Nigeria? This
Yeah.
team of 4?
Chiguri carry.
He could solo.
I'm tied
Dude
with
just runs
Leo.
away with everyone on his back.
I'm tied with Leo with my team of Shido, Hiyori, Nico, and Zantetsu. At
That
43
wins.
points.
Easy
That
peasy.
team also wins.
Okay.
Yeah, they win.
So we're good. We're locked in here. I'm gonna actually just knock us off the thing since we are confirmed to win, but we'll knock this down here. All right.
Ow.
Next is Cat with Raichi, Hiyori, Chigiri, and Sendo.
How many points?
29.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Big jump.
Big jump.
Well, yeah,
that
'cause,
team
like,
wins.
We picked Shido and Shigiri, who are worth Shido's worth 21 points alone. Shigiri is worth 18.
Yeah.
What was Cat's team? Raichi.
Raichi, Hiyori, Chigiri, and Sendo.
Yeah, Hiyori Chiguri makes it win.
Yeah.
I think Hiyori Shigiri makes them win, to be fair.
Okay. Wait, I might have done the calculations on this wrong. Hold up. This is 2, 20. Yeah, I did the calculations on hers wrong.
Wait,
I
I
believe-
What's your actual point?
I
score?
believe I did.
Damn.
Right? I'm gonna double check my math on this one though.
God's
2
sake.
points.
Aero maths.
No worries.
Please don't tell me you're doing maths as a course.
No, I'm good with math, but I have everything lined up, and I think I just typed in the wrong number here
Okay,
Yeah, that can happen a lot.
because I have the majority of them mapped out. I just want to make sure it's correct because.
Also, math in general is just
Yeah. Okay.
annoying.
So you had 35 points actually. I typed in the wrong number for
Ooh.
Sendo.
Never mind, not as big as
Okay.
You had 35 points. Well, you dropped 8 points, so you knocked off.
Still
8
a big jump, to be fair.
Yeah, still a big jump.
reasonable.
All right,
Vincenzo said use a calculator. I bet he is.
I am.
Yeah, it's probably just a typo.
I'm just swiping.
Thank-
I'm just swapping back between a ton of tabs, so it's getting me confused. All right. After that is Emerald with their team of Shido, Kiora, Fukaku, and Nanase. I'm gonna be
No,
honest.
I
I don't
switched
think this
Fukaku
team.
with Raichi. I switched Fukaku
Who?
with Raichi. I said that last moment. I switched
Yeah.
Fukaku with Raichi.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah.
I think even
yeah.
then, who's
It's
getting the
only
ball?
1 point less. But I still don't think they're winning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who's getting the ball to Shido on that team?
Nanase and Kiora are not good enough to do it. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to get the ball to Shido. Like, every time Shido gets... Yeah.
And Kiora has negative synergy with Shido because Kiora sends ground balls.
Yeah,
Like,
she only likes aerial passes.
I wasn't expecting to win anyway. I just wanted to do it just because why not?
So, who's next?
It's me. It's definitely me.
Okay. Wait. So Emerald, we don't believe Emerald's team is beating it.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
no.
Emerald seems getting knocked off here. After that, highest point right now would put you at would be OP with 26 points.
Mm.
This team of Zantetsu, Yukimiya, Hiyori, and Raichi. Honestly, I'll stand. I don't think this team's beating them either. I don't think Yukimiya is
Really?
strong enough.
This
I
team
don't
is.
think.
I think it does.
Okay, if I'm getting Kuso, I think Kuso
Who's
alone is
scoring?
as good as Yukimiya is.
Well, You've got
Yeah.
both Yukimiya and no, you've just got Yukimiya who can score goals. He's the only one to have been shown to score goals on this team.
No, well, Zontatsu can score.
Yeah, but
He was a winger.
Not
Besides that,
near
he
level
literally
scoring.
has
but here's the
confirmed
thing:
goals
you
in
want
Zone.
you want Zantetsu as your offense, right, or as your goal scorer. That means you only have Raichi on defense.
Well,
No,
it
he also
depends.
tried
In
back as well.
PSG games,
Both of
Zontetsu
them.
showed really good feats of being able to play a balanced defensive and defensive role for an entire game.
Yeah, I know,
Obviously,
but
Yeah,
it wasn't
like
full
like
90
the issue is
minutes, but it was
if
still,
you have him on
running the length
defense,
of the pitch
that's
on a
great.
continual basis.
But that means you only have Yukimiya scoring goals, and I don't think Yukimiya alone, even with
No.
Hiyori, is going to be able to score goals.
Well, no, he can track back and forth. That's why I want him for his speed. Like the situation is going to be Yukimiya is going to be the only like prime main striker, but
Yeah, it'll be the focal.
Hiyori's going to be helping
But
out.
even
Zensetsu
but
can
even
push
then,
forward and
Zantetsu
come
isn't that good
back.
of a scorer anymore. He was only able to score first
Yeah.
selection. That's all we saw from him. Or no,
Honestly,
Well,
second
that's like
selection. Second
assuming that
selection.
he's
Sorry.
had zero growth since then.
Yeah,
I do think this team could win. I don't think it's 100% though. I think it's like a coin toss, and if they can.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to say no. Votes?
I think they can.
Here, I'll go one more. I say no. Raito?
Hiyori though.
I think they've got
We're
a chance.
now then.
I think they got a
But
chance.
it's okay. It's
Yeah,
a yes,
same.
they win, or it's a no, they don't.
Yes.
Are they winning?
I'll
Yes?
go yes.
Okay, it's 1-1.
I like the system that it's got. I think they could do it.
Okay. You think they can do it?
My man.
All right, Lexio?
I'm gonna say yeah.
You say yeah? All right, that's 3. Emerald?
I think they can. Even
Yeah, all
with
right, that
Hiyori.
takes it. All right, so Kat, you've been dethroned.
Oh.
Kat's been dethroned. Now,
What?
there's only 2 people. Next, we have Lexio with 1 point less at 25 points with his team of Sendo, Zantetsu, Yukimiya, and Raichi. So we're just swapping. No, wait, hold up. Yeah, we're just swapping out Sendo for Hiyori. I don't think this team does it without Hiyori.
They don't have a midfielder, do they?
Were you taking Hiyori out?
Yep, Sendo. He has Sendo, Zantetsu, Yukimiya, and Raichi. I don't think they do it without Hiyori.
Yeah, no.
Thoughts?
Yeah,
I
Lexio,
think
this is your chance to defend yourself.
I wanna explain once everyone's explained their opposition, so I can actually counter.
I think Hiyori definitely helps a lot with the.
You don't have the creativity.
Yeah, he's one of the best options for midfielders if you're going for low points.
Yeah, and
So
just it's
Plus,
the
he's
way
got a lot of
OP's is very
style.
balanced. This is very just like I don't know. I'm not confident. Like Sendo feels like a throw pick here. Like if you have Yukimiya, why would you go a worse goal scorer than him? Like if you went if you went
So
any of
why
the
would you
top
have both
6,
of them on the same team?
if you went any of the top 6, I get it. And then you throw Yukimiya, okay, understandable. But I don't know. I don't think Sendo's contributing very much.
Why not just put Hiyori in there?
Yeah, they're around the same point thing. Yeah, Sendo's actually 1 point less than Hiyori, so for 1 point more, you would have tied OP and you would have had the exact same fucking team.
yeah,
I don't
also
think.
want to clarify my logic behind it, and here's the reason: because you guys are saying your guys' issue is the whole goal scoring midfielding thing. As you pointed out, Arrow, your issue with the whole thingy's team was that I'm sorry, my brain's blanking. Your issue with the team was that it didn't have enough. It wasn't a good enough goal scoring team.
Mm-hmm.
Sendo can bolster that. Obviously, we don't have the level of passing of Hiyori, which is definitely a loss. But at the end of the day, you've got to bear in mind, Yukimiya's main weapon was his street style dribbling.
Mm-hmm.
He can make great passes.
Um,
I'm playing him. I'm imagining him playing as a
the great
offensive
passes is
midfielder,
debatable.
Yeah,
because he
great
can make good
passes. Great pass. His passes are average. He can make
I say
average.
good
passes.
build-up play. That's what I would say. Good build-up play.
And you've got
But he's your main attacker. You don't want him to be the build-up play and the attacker. Like,
I never said he was the main attacker. I said
who's your main
not
attacker?
Sendo.
Sendo?
Yes.
No, dude. Yeah, I'm saying no already.
Don't
That's
waste the
what-
funniest faces.
I think a Sendo Yukimiya dynamic is really good for like the players that he's using.
But
I
you
agree.
think these
Yeah,
four beat Nigeria?
I don't
Yeah,
think
because
so.
when you look at it, I've got the defensive Raichi and Zantetsu, which is the same as OP's. Obviously, I can have Zantetsu push up if needed, and then I have both Sendo and Yukimiya, who, whilst neither of them have the midfielding feats of Hiyori, add them together, they could probably equal out to Hiyori's level.
I don't think so.
And they can both shoot, unlike Hiyori, who hasn't made a goal in the NEL. And I value that a lot
Damn good
because it's
shot
a case
against
of
Uber, though.
yeah, but he
I
I,
didn't
don't.
I,
play, did he?
I think you're
It doesn't
severely lacking
change the
creativity,
thing of the shot.
You were severely lacking. Yeah, playmaking capabilities. You were
playmaking. Yeah,
severely lacking. You're putting a lot of the weight on Yuki Miya here, and I love Yuki. I don't think it's gonna be like okay. And also,
this level we can't. So
Raichi is a very good defensive midfielder, but I don't think he's that good as a full on center back defender. If that makes like
Excellent man marker. Like his feats against Uber's more than prove that.
but for me,
okay,
it's more
Well,
the attack.
Like saying
man
Raichi would be
you mean
unable
he
to.
just kept he just
Hmm.
okay, but here's the thing. You want to use the Raichi man marking feats as like a grassy thing, which it's great, but like he didn't. No, it's not like I'm expecting him to. He didn't stop Snuffy at all. They still had strategies around it.
Yeah, but the fact that
Raichi did more in PXG than he did in Ubers. He worked with Isagi to stop Snuffy once, and that's all he did. The one play, it's great, but like this is a full team we're talking about here. I don't think Raichi
it's
has
a
the
full
mobility.
team that is
Raichi don't get the
completely
mobility.
centered around a single player, and like you say, like it was one player, but the thing is, it was stated in the manga itself that it was Raichi who was continually limiting Snuffy's options.
He limited one.
Now, hold on. We obviously know that Raichi is nowhere near on the same level of spatial awareness as Snuffy is, which means through his own ability of like man marking, rough play, and aggressiveness, that he is able to limit the sort of options of the smartest player, despite not having that same level of intelligence. Onaji is literally not a smart player like Snuffy. It's clear that he's very intuitive. He's run and gun, like, and he's obviously not on the same level as Snuffy. It's a heavy nerf. So to say like, oh, just because he did better in the PXG doesn't demerit Raichi's feats. And now you've got him going against Anaji, someone who has so many tiers lower than
Onazi's greatest
trying
strength is
to
aerial
claim
advantages.
that,
Raichi
like,
can't jump. Well, he can jump, but he can't
I
jump as
want
high
to
as Onazi
clarify,
can.
you guys are assuming that the plan was for Raichi to man mark Onazi. Raichi's man marking Kuso. Their big playmaker gets man marked by Raichi. We've seen Raichi can take out intelligent level players. Obviously, he didn't fully take out Snuffy, but also
Snuffy.
Kuso has nowhere near the level of intelligence as Snuffy. And then we've got to factor in Onazi can be handled, as we've said before, speed is what takes out Onazi. I've got Zantetsu for that. It leaves Bello and Obabonia as the two major players.
I don't think
And
it's.
realistically, Bello's not done much in the game at all, so he's not a major player.
I'm still gonna
Yukimiya
say
can
no.
score on him.
I still don't
And
think he's doing it.
even
I
under
think
the
that's like,
situation, another reason why I took Sendao, under the situation where Onazi manages to make it back to the goal, like he did, to block Green's shot, Sendo has been shown to be very clutch at finishing goals when they're blocked.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to win by just stopping the opponents from scoring. I believe I'm going to win by outscoring.
Very good. He's done it a single time. Very good. One time is not enough to say he's very good. Very good is multiple. You can say very good after he does something.
When was the second time?
Well, we did it in the U20 game and in the Ubers game.
He didn't finish the goal for anything.
He didn't score in the U20 game.
No, you're talking about block clutching.
No, we're talking about finishing a goal.
Well, we're talking about finishing.
No,
we're talking about scoring.
Yes.
Lexio,
Lexio's
talking about scoring goals.
The whole thing here was about if Yukimiya gets blocked, Sendo's there to finish the goal. You say he has great experience doing this. Yeah. He's done it one time.
I didn't say experience.
You said he's been shown
seen him
at clutching.
Once.
That's what you said, but he's only done it once.
Once is not enough to say he's great at something.
Yeah.
we've not seen Onazi score though, so I can once again go. You
Yes, but
can't
we can
say he's
scale
great
off
at
of the
scoring,
fact that
but
they were
he
able
is.
to win U20 Africa. They were able to win
6-0.
that cup. So, and he was able to go 6-0. So clearly, we have
And he's the
Onazi
only
being able
one
to
that
score
scores,
numerous.
apparently.
Yeah, only one who scores. We have him being able to score numerous goals to the point
Oh
where he
yeah,
can
I know.
6-0 a
You also
team.
have like no narrative implication on the strength of these teams. Like Kuso stated it himself that this Japan team that even you can tell in this chapter that aren't even sweating that much. They're going
Yeah,
easy.
but we're
Yeah.
also that's
This
also the
Japan
peak
team
of Blue Lock.
going
This is the
easy
mid tiers.
without even using Iski and Reem, their main stars, too heavily, are easily dismantling this
But
team.
Isagi and Rin
Kuso
isn't in this team that we're
stated
talking
But
they
about.
are the
we're not
strongest
using these
team
guys. We're
they've
using the
ever faced.
we're using the mid to low tiers of Blue Lock. You seriously think four?
Well, you're not
Only
listening,
these
are
four
you?
mid to low
You have a
tiers.
pair of ears, use them. I'm stating that a Blue
Okay,
Lock
Daddy.
team, using mostly their mid to high tier players, are stated to be the strongest team that Nigeria had ever faced, stated by Kuso himself. Which means that when you're talking about them winning U20 Africa, the narrative strength of this team is incredibly low because it's lower than a mid to high tier holding back Blue Lock. It does not set the bar very high for whatever kind of teams they're coming up against.
Daddy, it does. It does. Because
No,
you
it
say
doesn't.
mid to high tier Blue Lock, the lowest ranked person on this team, rank wise, I'm pretty sure is Nico. And Nico's
Hiyori.
15. Oh,
Hiyori's
Hiyori,
15.
sorry. Hiyori is 16. Your highest character, your highest valued character is Yuki Miya, right? And I would say on this Blue Lock team, who is your worst character? Like on this roster, who is your worst? Gagamaru, Nico? Like, would you say they're the worst on this roster? I would say
What I'm
so. And
saying
they're
is that
still better than Yuki Miya, which is your best character on the, or not yours, but
I
this is
would
the best character on the other team. I don't think they're doing it.
I would
I
it
like to
depends on
clarify
whether you're
my
listening or not, because
mentality
I'm really
is
doubting your
we can
comprehension. Because I'm
outscore them.
saying mid to high tier Blue Lock players in this game that are holding back are the strongest team that this Nigeria team has ever faced. So
I
when
don't
you're
think they're
saying,
holding
oh,
They're
back
they're
not
not,
even
though. I'm
holding
doubting your
back, though. I
comprehension if
think
you
that's
think they're
unfair to say that.
holding back. They're not. They're playing to
Re-
win. They're playing to
They
win.
ain't
They're
okay,
doing
holding
what's in their
back.
capabilities to
again,
win. They're not holding back.
oh yeah, but you literally did not read Reen's statement, where he's literally just like
I
sitting
did.
there, just saying, "Oh, I haven't scored yet." You can tell he's
That's not
not
saying
taking
they're
it.
No, yeah,
holding
but he's
back.
not holding back.
That's
He's
like
not
saying,
scored
oh, because they're not using
because
green, they're holding
Bachira
back.
and Rayo
No,
are
because they're
hogging the
just not
ball.
using green. That doesn't mean they're not that they're
Yes, they're
holding
not
back.
utilizing their most efficient resources.
They're using him as
They're most
bait.
effective even.
They've used them as bait several times. They're using them. They're just not giving them the ball. Green had the ball before and
Yeah,
he
you
didn't
don't need to
score.
be Reen and Iski level to be used as bait.
But you're saying they're mid to high tier.
No,
Dude,
you just said they're holding
the
back, but there's
strongest one
nothing
on
that says
Lexio's
they
team
are.
is a mid tier.
Yeah, I'm
Strongest
not
on the team is a mid
saying.
tier.
I would like to say, once again, my goal here is lock down Kuso to lock down most of their plays. And then, whilst Kuso is essentially unable to do as well as he can, we are just going to outscore them. Which
Yeah.
I believe we can do.
Okay,
Because their defense is pretty useless.
that's
Yeah.
great. In the
Like
circumstance that Nigeria scores against Blue Lock, right? In the circumstance they do, right? Because off the Awakening, you can go either way, whether off this next, like the previous chapter, we can go either way of saying, oh, they will or they won't. If they do, this team is not winning because your
Yeah,
defense
but
is just
Yeah.
these four characters,
See,
and these
you
four characters are
claim
not better
to
than
work off fact and
Japan's
not
current defense.
assumptions,
yeah,
but right
but
now
also
you're
I want to
making the
clarify,
assumption of
as
what
far as
they're
we are aware,
capable
they
of.
cannot score on Japan.
I'm going
Because
off
they
of this
can't.
assumption, yes, but I'm saying in the capacity of, oh, didn't you just argue earlier they're going to score? So you think that they have the capability to do that?
Yes,
If
we
you
have
believe
no.
that you
It's
made the
a.
claim
It's
earlier
an
It's
in
an
this
unknown
stream,
factor. You can't apply it.
but
It's
you
an
just
unknown
made no. But
factor.
if you're
It's an.
making the no, but you
Before
can't
it
go
gets way
ahead
too
and
much
say
up, man.
I believe they're going to do A. I
Yeah,
believe they're going to
that's
do A,
it's
and
a
then in this
prediction. It
hypothetical
literally
situation, you don't
abstract.
compare.
There is no concrete evidence of it.
You're going off
Yeah.
of your own logic. Your own
Yeah.
logic said, your own realization, your own clarification, and your
No.
own conclusion said, I think they're going to score next chapter. Meaning the current Nigeria that they're facing is going to have the capacity to score. If you believe that they do have the capacity to score, and then they eventually do, which again they haven't, but in your mind you think they will, then they are scoring against these guys, these 4 characters, and they're winning. You can't
Hold on.
use the logic of I think they're going to score, but they're not going to score against my team of 4
Okay.
mid-tier blue lockers.
Hold on.
You
You
can't
said
Arrow,
do that.
I
current.
think
It's not the current.
Arrow. I think the
But
logic
it
is
is because if
narratively.
let's say it is the OP. 1 second, like let me
Mhm.
answer OP thing. If it is because in the circumstance that you think they're winning, the same situation will come about right now, where they're like, oh my god, they're so good, and then they'll come to the same realization.
Would it though?
No, it
Yes,
wouldn't, because
I
the
would
team,
like
how the
to.
team's
Bullock has
playing
only
would be
used
different.
4 people.
The system
No,
will be
Isagi's not on the
individual,
field.
and the match itself will be
Yes,
different.
but it's a matter of
We
Blue
have
Lock.
3
The
Can I make
conclusion of
my
Blue
extraneous
Lock was
statement?
that Blue
variables.
Lock has so
Therefore,
many
it
has so many attacking patterns.
causal reasoning means it will not have the exact same
Can I
situation.
make my
You
statement
cannot
now?
establish a cause and effect relationship with
Can I
3
say what
external
I
Oh,
want to
yes, you
say now?
can.
I think
No,
you guys are severely underestimating Nigeria because
no.
No, I'm.
I think the story is telling us that the reason why Nigeria is struggling so much is because Isagi's on the pitch. He's literally the
Yeah, but
reason
it's
why
not
they're struggling.
shown. I want to clarify. It's not shown that. It's telling us that,
No,
but
it's told us this in this latest chapter, bro.
so okay. I would like to make a few statements. The first one is that I believe, under the circumstance, Nigeria, given how I've been describing things, Nigeria wouldn't have this level of awakening because, as I've said, my goal isn't to stop them scoring. They're going to score. I'm just going to score more. That is my mentality.
I don't think you will.
I
That's where
think
I'm
Yuki
sitting.
Mir is a better goal scorer.
I think Yuki Mie is might be a better goal scorer than Onazi. We need to see. I think we do need to see a little bit more of Onazi, but even then, I think the
I
capacity
think
for Yuki Mie
current.
being
Wait,
relative to Onazi
so
is
so so
definitely
take
high.
take Onazi out of Nigeria's team and swap him with Yukimiya. Does Yukimiya score against Blue Lock?
I think he has
No.
more chance.
Just
He has a
those
better
4. Just
chance,
those
but he
4.
won't score.
Just those 4.
But
No,
then,
no.
but then,
Raito's saying swapping Onazi for Yukimiya
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
he's
when you
saying in this
score
4 with the 4
no,
characters
no, no,
you
no.
picked.
With
with
the blue,
normal blue lock.
the one that's
Just this situation, this circumstance.
no. But I'm saying because we if you want to compare Yukimiya's goal scoring to Onazi's, right? Because Lexio says he's gonna outscore him. If you swap Onazi with Yukimiya and he's playing against the full Blue Lock team that's currently playing, does Yukimiya have a better chance of scoring than Onazi? Lexio.
Yes, I believe Yuki Mir has a better chance, and I will stand by that point.
I agree.
Valid.
I'm gonna be
I think the circumstance is, at the end of the day, the 4 players who are actually performing on the
And he's quiet.
me. What?
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 No, we can hear
Can I
you,
be
Lexio.
heard?
Yeah, we
No,
can
no,
hear
we
you.
can.
I can't.
Oh, you can't.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
oh.
that sucks for you.
You
I'm
can't
gonna
hear.
continue.
You can't hear
I don't
Lexio.
know if it's my phone acting weird or
It is.
It might
So
be,
I'm gonna
yeah.
continue.
Try come back in.
okay.
So, regarding that, my mentality is looking at Nigeria. They are operating. Obviously, they have a full 11-man team. They are operating mostly as a 4-man team because they've only really got 4 players of significance on the field.
Yeah.
Okay, I
So,
can hear him now.
Okay.
I personally think individually at every scale, I can beat them 4 players. I have a
Mhm.
better goal scorer than them in Yukimiya being better than Onazi. I have a better backup offensive player, whatever you want to call it. Sendo is better than Bello. Bello has literally done nothing.
Yep.
Obabonia versus Raichi as a CDM
Oboa
or as a
Bonner.
defender or whatever. What?
Oboa Bonner.
Oboabona, sorry. Raichi is better than him.
Yeah.
Which literally leaves Kuso and Zantetsu. And yes, I can agree that Kuso is better than Zantetsu. That's the one place where I'm beaten.
I think the
That's
speed
still
can
only
make up
one
for
of
it,
their players being superior out of my 4, and my whole plan is to have Raichi lock down said one player. I genuinely think the game will be close, but it will end as like a 6-5 game where I have outscored them. Because my goal, I will let Onazi score. The issue is, Kuso's not going to be able to make enough plays for Onazi to score versus Yukimiya, who is a better goal scorer, and as such will likely score every goal he makes. Meanwhile, if he doesn't manage to make one of those goals, I can have Sendao come and try and clutch it, which I think is likely to work.
I
I
disagree.
believe
I'm dismayed.
that my team cannot defend against Nigeria, but I believe my team can out assault them.
Yeah, I think like attacking it matchup v matchup with the individual players, I do think you come out just edging like a 55-45. So I'd say yeah.
Yeah, I'm still a no.
Are we doing votes?
I think it
Yeah,
can
we'll
do it.
cast the vote now. All right, I say no. I say no.
I'm gonna have to say no.
So yeah, I like the tactical setup that Lexio's got.
I agree. I like his reasoning. I'll say yeah.
Emerald.
Oh God, now it's up to
Emerald?
me.
Oh,
Um,
Emerald is it.
now
Emerald is
looking at looking at the characters, I would say right now, I'm not very sure, but right now I'm gonna say no myself.
Okay.
No.
All right, it's 4 no's. All right. Well, now it comes down to Dedu here with 16 points.
Ultimate efficiency.
Man.
That dude has lower? I didn't even know.
I need to get. Hold up. I'm trying to buy the Blue Lock full color manga, but its page won't translate.
Damn.
Dude, those colorings look so good.
There's a full color manga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm buying it. I want to buy it right now.
Yeah,
Physical.
it looks really good.
I want to buy it right now.
Why watch the anime when you have a
Someone
full
link
color
it.
manga?
Someone link it.
Oh yeah. Send me a
Oh,
link.
yeah, I hear.
A
Yeah,
physical
I'll
one.
send y'all the
There.
link. Yeah. Physical copy.
Yeah.
Physical copy of what?
Okay, whilst you're sorting
Full
this
color
out,
manga.
Blue Lock
I do
full
want
color
to
manga.
ask, why do you believe that my team doesn't win?
We
It still isn't
said
fully clicking
why,
for
I
me.
think.
I think I've made it pretty clear. I think Yukimiya hard carries your team, and I don't think Raichi, Sendo, or Zantetsu is going to be fully able to keep up.
I think
Them.
Also,
I
someone
think
said
yeah,
send it in chat.
okay.
I don't know if Arrow
So
can.
my question
Once you send it,
regarding
I'll
that
do it.
my question is what I said during the whole matching them up 1-for-1. Do you think any of that was wrong?
No.
I think when you put it like that, I don't know, but even then, as a whole team thing, I still don't think.
Because I want to clarify, you said you don't think they can keep up. So if you agree that they can keep up with the best players on the opponent's team, then surely you agree they can keep up. Correct?
I don't. I don't
You
think
don't
I
agree
don't think I
that
don't think I don't think
you
overall
think
they're
For,
winning. I don't
Sendo
for me, right?
Sendo is worse than Bello. You think
But
I don't know. I mean, like, okay, Bello is kind of bad, right? But also, like, he's got dribbling, and he's got from like he said it was sloppy passing. But the question is was it sloppy passing because Audi didn't realize it was going to be a pass like that for Onazi, or was it a sloppy pass because it was just a bad pass?
Okay, Raito, what were you gonna say?
my whole thing with your team is I think it lacks creativity, and I don't think it's gonna create as many chances as you think it will.
See, but I think there's got a lot of on the ball potential. Like, obviously, there's no crazy passes like Hiyori and that, but passing isn't the only way to play make. Like, he's got a lot of. Like, you've got Zantetsu, who's easily probably the fastest player on the pitch. His counter-attacking and ball-carrying abilities would be really good in this game,
Mhm.
with nobody that can really like keep up with him other than Onaji. And you've also got Yukimiya, who has some of the best 1v1 dribbling feats in the series. He has a lot of on-the-ball playmaking ability that can make up for the lack of like creativity through passing. So I don't really see there being a huge issue in terms of chance creation unless somebody like gets their leg snapped.
I I I think they're gonna struggle with ideas, to be honest.
Oh, this is not a physical book. It's a
Oh, is it not?
It's an ebook.
That's stupid.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I don't think
Cringe.
I
I
wanted
think
to.
that they're gonna struggle with ideas. I agree that in
Maybe.
terms of dribbling, they can get past the
I think they'll
Nigerian
do
team.
fine at the beginning, but I don't think they'll be able to consistently do it.
Yeah, I
Yep.
think what's gonna happen, right? Because I'm under the impression that Nigeria will score as well, and they're going for a new tactic where they're not gonna
I want
rely.
to say, I do not think, if we're going off current Nigeria, we have no proof they can score on current Japan. And I really dislike the argument, because we've done this in debates before, where we've said, oh,
I'm arguing
people,
it against Dedu. I was arguing that point against Dedu because he literally said, "I think Nigeria is going to score," meaning off the
okay,
impression
but
that what he thinks is going to happen, he thinks Nigeria will have the capacity to do it. So
And
the
what
fact
was
that
my point to rebuttal that? Like, if you were listening, you should have remembered, because I was listening to myself and I remember.
motherfucker, of course you're gonna remember your own fucking point,
Well,
right?
can you?
so I just want to
You were the
clarify,
person I was
because
talking to.
Motherfucker, if
I
you
need to clarify this, because Aero, you've had a debate with Raito before, where the deciding factor was you both believed something would happen, but because we had no proof it would happen, you won, and
my
it never
point
ended up
isn't going
happening.
off. I'm going off of Dedu's own
No,
claim,
I'm
though.
arguing.
His
I'm
own
arguing
claim.
against Raito, because Raito said he's going off that he believes
I think
Nigeria.
that's enough for right now.
I was going off of
I
his
don't
own
think.
claim where he said, "I think Nigeria will still score."
Someone's alarm. Someone needs to wake
Yeah,
up.
someone's
Yeah,
alarm
it's
going
me.
off?
We should. This has gone on for 20 minutes. We're going. We need to go on
I
with this.
don't
We're
think.
not doing it like
Okay.
last week. We're
Okay.
not
My
dealing
logic
with
is,
this.
If
Yeah,
we
we
if
are
we don't
not
think,
doing
all right, then we'll go on to
hour-long
we'll go on to Dedu's. Dedu's, did I mention Dedu's where he
No.
thinks Raichi, Zantetsu, Nanase, and Sendo are scoring in a total of 16 wins? I don't think they are. No,
Yeah, that's not
I
happening.
with Nanase and Raichi now.
no,
Nah.
I
What do you have
think
against
just
right?
Nah.
saying that my team
nothing
doesn't
against
win,
Raichi. He's
Dedu's
just
can't.
not.
He needs
Well,
better
that's
players
not
around him.
Tactical
What was his
set
training?
of
What was Raichi's specific training?
wrestling. 1v1,
Wrestling.
essentially 1v1 close-ups.
He's
Just like
gonna
what?
grapple you.
Isn't that
Literally
what?
just apply the same defensive measure as Lexio did. You can lock down
But stop!
Kubo.
You're stopping Onazi, who I think we're gonna be shown that the rest of the
I
team think
think,
about him.
keywords, I think. And obviously, going off what we've seen...
Well, this whole thing's a hypothetical.
Hold on. Do I get a chance to talk? I'm just going to ask that beforehand.
You do, but
So I'm gonna-
you interrupted me. You don't get to get mad. You also started throwing some fucking insults in there, so you don't want to be
You're the one that
interrupted.
literally
Be a little
called me
respectful.
motherfucker,
All right?
so okay, hypocrite. Anyway, the thing is that the chain of events we've seen in the manga, particularly over the last 2 chapters, where we've seen the tactical shift of Nigeria to go with Blue Lock's own system against him and that kind of evolution, I think that can catch Blue Lock off guard and score. But the thing is, in this hypothetical, not the same players, not the same system, not the same game. With 3 extraneous variables, you can't say that the same thing is going to happen because there's none of the primary reasons that led to that shift are occurring in the first place. They're not being easily beaten. They're not going up against really a blue lock ideology entirely, and they're not facing against the exact same players. So it loses all logical credibility if you're
But
going to say,
you still have to
I think
assume that they're gonna
Nigeria
adapt.
are going to score in the next game because they've changed their style. Because, like I
want
said,
You
to-
still have to assume that Nigeria will still adapt, no?
well, no,
Yeah, but
because,
I
like I
want
said,
to
there's not
clarify.
none of the causal variables anymore.
Okay, I would like to make a point in Dedu's favor here.
Oh.
I don't believe you're going to win, Dedu, but here's a point in your favor. Nigeria right now are looking like they are about to adapt away from the strategy of relying solely on Onazi, which is
Mhm.
how they would score in this situation.
Yeah.
In a situation against Dedu's team, they would score with the situation of focusing purely on Onazi. The difference is Dedu would score more than them, is the assumption here. Because his defense isn't good enough to just completely stop.
Wait, we're talking are we talking about your team still, or are we talking about the other, or about
said
Dedu
Dedu.
specific team?
Dedu.
I said
Dedu
Dedu.
specific
I'm
team?
literally name
I'm
dropped.
saying I'm assuming
No,
his
I know,
strategy is to
but, like-
score more than him. So the logic is they wouldn't go through the development they have right now because they wouldn't need to. Because Onazi is still working as a sole striker. It's just in the situation that Dedu's proposing where he does win, they're just not able to feed him enough goals.
Yeah, like literally, it's shown that Anazi is a very kind of Shido-like striker. He's very good at thriving upon the creativity. So if you cut the creativity, then you've cut their most effective route of goal scoring. You've essentially you've decimated their ability to score because you've taken that most effective link. Like I'd
Okay.
say you put like what Lexio was saying, you put like Raichi on Kuso. I think he locks him down. The feats in the PXG game, and especially against Snuffy, show that he's capable enough to do that. That's saying it's based on the assumption that Raichi locks down Kuso and cuts off their main source of playmaking towards Onazi. And we've seen, again, with Bello, I think his name is that he's not got that quantity of feats enough to build a good portfolio on him on what he can do.
My question is how Raichi gets on him, though.
Like, it's called man marking, you know, it's what people do.
I fucking watch it.
1v1 dueling based on feats, Raichi is so much better.
Here's my concern: is there are still other players and there are still other people in play, right? But we're just going to assume that they exist, but they lose their matchups, right? In this circumstance, from the opening play of Nigeria, we see Kuso use his dribbling and weave around Rin and Isagi. Do you think that in that moment, Raichi is going to would have better ability to stop Kuso, given a similar thing than Rin in that circumstance?
Yeah, better feats.
Yeah, because Raichi's whole thing is doing one-on-ones in a defensive stance to stop.
I get that, but in the exact circumstance, there's something similar to where he uses someone as a wall to stop Raichi from catching him. I don't know if he's entirely going to be able to stop him, since even in then, Kuso was still able to weave a pass through Rin and Rayo's blocks. And I guess through a Bachata block as well.
What you've just said there is a very key thing. If he uses another player as a wall, there's not enough players on.
There
our
are.
team
There are. Remember, there's still, like I said, there's still 7 players there that just lose their matchups. So there's because you can't just have 4 people on the pitch, right? You can't just have that 4 versus the 11. The other 7 are there, but given the circumstances, there's going to be other people. But I'm just saying, assuming
you do an isolation-based man marking system. It's a real simple, like, tactical thing. If you have a 1v1 matchup advantage, like you're implying, then that means if you initiate a close contact man-on-man pressing style, then you completely eliminate this whole there's another player there randomly whatsoever.
But
because
can he
it's a strict 1v1 system. Like, literally, the best example of that is, I guess Aaron wouldn't know, but Sir Alex Ferguson's Man United, probably the most dominant team in English football, use this system. So it's very clearly got tactical effectiveness. So
but you also go off of whether Raichi knows that.
Yeah, like, obviously, you see in this game, through Kuso's analysis, they have a structure, they have a strategy. Ego states in this chapter that he's given them a new whatsoever, but keyword new, which means there was an old one to be implemented at the beginning, which means every player would have to obviously be aware of any strategies in place that the manager is implementing, or else it doesn't work.
But the question is, you assume he does that, though. I
have a question. Are we subbing in for Ego in this circumstance?
What do you mean?
Like, see how we're choosing players to play a specific way. Are we giving them those instructions, like, as if we were Ego?
I guess.
Yeah, I think you would. Yeah.
In this circumstance,
so then
subbing in for Ego.
He would tell Raichi to do that then.
Okay.
I would assume. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I do think a situation if you have Raichi on Kuso, right? From what we see, okay, I think in relation to performance, I think that Karasu is better than Raichi, right?
Okay.
I would say in the defensive market, but we still see Kuso be able to send passes while being
May I
pressed by Karasu. Can I get your opinion on that?
may I ask you something real quick, Arrow? Are you saying you think Karasu is better than Raichi in one-on-one man marking?
I think in the relation to their matching up against each other, I think it might be more circumstantial to have Karasu over Raichi. Yeah, I guess that's if I'm wording that correctly. Like, okay, going against Kuso, I would rather have my faith in Karasu over Raichi.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Karasu's got great spacing. He's got meta vision. He's got good strength, which Raichi has better strength, but it's still like not that far of a decrease to where I'm like it's not like a old Nico to current Raichi kind of thing. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Um,
oh,
but
go on.
I'd still say Karasu is the best defensive midfielder in
Okay.
all areas.
See, I think in,
That's the
like,
issue, Arrow.
ooh,
Your Karasu is a better defensive midfielder, but I don't think he's better one-on-one man marking,
yeah,
which is the
he's not
goal
as
of
good
what
at
we use
shutting down
him
a
for.
player as
Because
Raichi.
I
that's
don't.
literally Raichi's whole weapon is focused around that. That's how he plays.
Yeah, and he's got
Yeah, I
fast
still.
feet. Like, obviously, yeah, Karasu is overall a better player. There's nobody's doubting that. But in this one specific aspect of play, Raichi has the upper hand.
I don't know.
See, I'd say so because also, again, like obviously he's got more feats in this area. It's what he specializes in, so his characterization is focused around it. Then you can also, I know it's a bit of assumption, but also you can deduce some pieces of information about wrestling and apply them as improvements to his game
Yeah,
because
we
we've
still need to
seen,
just see what Raichi got from that thing because like
yeah,
I think
that's why I said it's
even
more of
so,
an assumption.
one-on-one man
Well,
marking is Raichi's shtick, and from what we've seen him do with it, he can do it better than what Karasu showed himself doing it in that moment of him facing off with um fucking what's his face? Kuso. Like the way Karasu performed in that one-on-one man marking, whatever you want to call it, against Kuso, Raichi can do better, and we've been shown him doing better.
and then we've
So I
also
think
we've seen the exponential increase that we've seen the training give. Obviously, you can't say it's determined like Raichi's general rate of improvement was the same, but we've seen it through multiple players that they have now gone up definitely another level. So you can imply that the same has happened to Raichi, who has gotten specialized training from the same person who has gotten these results. Kind of like how Chris Prince got amazing results out of both Rayo and Shiguri. We've got Ego giving out this specialized training, and we've seen massive improvements from everybody that we've been shown to. So you can then use that and connect the dots to infer that Raichi's also got
no,
a
yeah, I'm
great.
not opposed to that. I'm just going through like okay, Kuso says Blue Lock is the strongest team we've ever faced, and the source of that strength lies in the three guys along the field center line. It's Isagi, Aiku, and Isagi, Aiku, and Karasu, sorry.
Yes.
And then he says these three have high soccer IQ and take a broader view of the game as they calmly use their intellects and logic to analyze our tactics, then initiate switches between offense and defense to control the structure of the match. Right? I think again, if you take those three pillars of analysis out, um, I think a lot of the deadliness for Blue Lock does crumble. I think they're still incredibly powerful, but I still think that's the central line of what it's being clearly told to us is the strength of this specific formation.
Yeah.
And I think given a circumstance where you don't have what your team again is Raichi, Zantetsu, Nanase, and Sendo. None of them really have the IQ, the soccer IQ to present, or even the physical stats to present any kind of relevant or relative strength to just these three players alone. So my
Yeah,
worry is, do you think there will
finally.
be do you think these guys can these group of players can accurately produce a strength relative to what these three players alone are generating?
Well, no, because the spine of the team is based around the playstyles of the three individual players. You can't get any other players and expect them to do the same.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just mean like I'm not the same, but like a relative strength, even if it's different, even if it's a different kind of strength.
Yeah.
So then my big worry is if they can't produce that much of a threat to Nigeria, do they really pose that much of a challenge?
It's
to them?
formation specific. Like as Kuso said, the way that this spine works is having 3 intelligent players holding the center of the pitch. Like that's what makes that system strong, is because they've got these smart and decently physical players.
Yeah, of course. But you take them out, but you take them out, but I
take them out and put my players in. Obviously, they're not going to do that same role as good because they're not fitting into a system that suits them.
I don't mean that. I mean like I'm not saying you take them out and you put your players in. I'm saying like okay, in this formation, if you were to take Isagi, IQ, and Karasu out, Blue Lock would still be strong, but it would be defined as through a different strength. Right? Like Kuso would identify the strength of Blue Lock as not these 3 players, but something different entirely. And the strength would still be, in my opinion, relative to the core Blue Lock team. It's just with those 3 specific players are the structure of this formation strength. If you take them out, there is still that formation there. There is still a strength to that formation that would cause Nigeria an issue. Can we agree on that?
Yeah. As we see from Kuso's analysis, the next thing he brings up is Butcher and Chiguri.
Yeah.
We can assume that it's like a descending order of threat level. Like you've got Butcher and Chiguri who are, driving playmakers with the ball at their feet. They create and score chances through their on the ball ability. So they are their own strength. That Spears to
would your team be able to generate a similar strength to these guys without the playmakers, without that 3 central line? Those 4 characters, are they generating a strength that's at its core relative to the 3 IQ, Karasu, and Isagi? Not in the same capacity, in the same way, like the IQ and the game IQ, the vision, but in their own unique way. I don't think so. So that's why don't think they'll.
I can get a system out of it.
Okay, I would just like to. Okay, the way this question has been proposed with the whole 7 players who we just assume are going to lose their matchups, that essentially turns this whole thing into a 4v4, because the players on Nigeria who aren't the core 4 players we've seen are also just players that you assume are going to lose their matchups because they've not shown any significant feats. They've not shown any.
Using that for a tactical
So it becomes a 4v4, and if you can counter the majority of the options that the enemy 4 has, overall, you're reasonably going to win.
Yeah, it's
as long as you leave yourself enough players and enough room to create your own opportunities.
Like, I just think, with this matchup advantage and the players that I've chosen, I have a counteractive system. It's not that the players are better. It's just that you put the players in the system, in this hypothetical simulation with these, variables in play.
But you're going.
I'd say my system counters because of how sensitive Nigeria is.
I'm assuming your system is a what do you got, 1-0 system. You score 1 goal and that's it.
No, it's not a score 1 and sit. It's utilizing the 1v1 advantage matchups that I have to then be able to just overall limit their options and focus on the central point of their attack. Essentially,
I can't see your system scoring many goals, right? And Blue Lock,
I think that is
the current Blue Lock team,
yeah.
And the current Blue Lock team has only scored 2 goals in one half against this Nigeria.
Yeah. Also, in relation to, in relation to your team, can you? I'm gonna just assume this. So Sendo's gonna be your main goal scorer. Raichi will be like your main defender. I'm assuming.
Yeah, Raichi will be main defense.
Okay. Nanase would be like post play, and then Zantetsu's just like what, relay or like ball carrying presser.
Yeah, Zantetsu's obviously Raichi would be out and out defense. He'll have whoever else is winning their matchups at the back.
Yeah.
Zantetsu would be a main like on the ball carrier using his advantage speed to.
Well, remember, no one else is winning their
Oh.
matchups. Everyone's losing. It's just these
Yeah.
four are the only ones who have the potential to win.
7 in the back system, including the manager. Yeah, I'll
That's
get
gonna
it.
have to do. They'll line up in front of the goal.
Zantetsu is
like
the
wall.
primary ball carrier, utilizing his advantage of speed to get up the pitch. And obviously, if we have an advantage in matchups, we can also use that to create like triangles and diamond in passing areas that wide. Create overloads there to then shift the Nigerian system to one side of the pitch, and then utilizing someone like Nanase, who has shown strong link-up play feats, to be able to not necessarily do it with pizzazz, but efficiently rotate the ball in between different lateral zones of the pitch to then take advantage of the out-of-pocket formation used by the wide overloads. And then we can use someone like Sender, who would utilize as a lateral advance forward, who would essentially move along the fullbacks and the centre-backs to create more displacement and find pockets of space. Something that we know he's good at from his goal for Ubers in the NEL, as well as the role that he played when Shido came onto the pitch. So we know that that's a playstyle that he's adequate with. And we've also got, again, the 1v1 matchups in our favour as well. So it allows us to create this space. Right, Zantetsu, obviously he's only scored, you could say, in the first selection. But as we see from the manga panels, his shots are very centered at the top corner. So we know he has accurate shots. Based on the goal line clearance that Anazi has, we can also observe the goalkeeper's dive to know that his diving is very low. He hasn't shown to be able to reach the corners like that. So we know that Zantetsu has the shot effectiveness to hit the corner of the net, as we've seen in the first selection. And the goalkeeper has not shown the feats to be able to reach the top corner, as seen when Onazi had to come in and block like that. So we have Zantetsu as a threat from range. We've got Sendo that can exploit pockets of space. We've got Nanase for ball rotation, and we have Raito back on defense in case of a counterattack. Primarily looking at shutting down Kuso to cut off their creative link to Onazi. And we could even have, I guess, as an extra contingency, you can have Zantetsu being like main on Onazi to using his off the ball move.
I think in this circumstance, you're playing a lot of hope in your own favor, and that's
It's
fine.
not even hope in my favor. I've literally stated a tactical change.
I'll be honest. Those players are not clinical players. They don't score that many goals.
I was gonna say, for me, the biggest hole in it is Nanase.
He's not doing much.
I love him, but he's not winning.
If you would put Corona, I could more see this being a possibility for you.
Yeah,
I think
hold on. What
rely on you scoring one goal and that's it. You have to shut them out completely.
I think it could work. Not fully effective, but it'd have some potency. Also, what rank is Corona?
Corona is ranked.
Corona's ranked like 18. Like,
so you would have gotten five more. You still would be ahead by like 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Just put Corona in.
Too late to change your opinion.
Yep.
You said, hold on.
Yeah, you already locked yours out way earlier. You locked yours out way earlier. You locked yours out when we were
technically, to quote you yourself, you said, quotation marks, you can have one takes backseat, but after that, you're locked in.
After you make your formation. Like,
you
can't take it back in play. You can't take it back in play. No.
Without context.
You fill out your form and you're like, you could have one take backsies before you lock in your form.
You can't change the rules now just because you're salty.
It's standard common
You're taking it out of context. You're taking his words out of context.
No, Dedu, you want this one. I want to, because I am seriously.
You have one takes backsy and then you lock in. So technically, by the logic of his
brother,
Dedu, you've lost.
Brother, no, I'm not letting you.
Here's the thing. No. I'm still like, because I just fully am like believing in the team I built. I want to go back to it because at the end of the day,
please
if Kuso can't make the plays, and I've got Zantetsu who is faster than Onazi, or of equal speed to Onazi, if you want to say that, to mark him, it turns into Bello being the only offensive player for them versus I've got two offensive players.
Who's stopping Onazi? Who's stopping Onazi?
Zantetsu.
My biggest Zantetsu. Okay, Here's my worry. Onazi, from what we've seen, is a very aerial dude. He's in the air. I don't think if Onazi's in the air and they hit a long ball up like what Bello did,
I would like to clarify.
I don't think he's.
We don't have a player with the seen passing skills to be able to consistently make those long air ball passes. Because Kuso's being locked down by Raito.
Well, Bello did it. Bello did the first
yeah.
one, and
Bello
it's
did too.
Onazi's natural talent that makes him so good. Is the thing. It's
Yeah, the
Onazi's
passes
natural
are
talent
rough. The passes
I
aren't like
already
exquisite
said-
passes.
The passes
These
are rough, but
passes.
he still manages to get the ball up.
And I've
Exactly, so
already said
anyone.
that Onazi is going to score. But the
I
issue
know.
is, Onazi and Bello in this situation are not going to score more consistently than Yukimiya and
I don't know.
Sendo. Sendo's going to help.
I don't know.
Yukimiya
Let me just
get
say this. Rayo has more confirmed gyro shot goals than Yukimiya does, and Onazi has more goals scored than Yukimiya does. So
Wait.
He's using the 6.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I mean,
Sword Yuki's goal was a sword screw, not a gyro.
yeah, it was a sword screw. It wasn't no gyro. Which is some bullshit, by the way. My man
It
can
is.
score with his own technique.
Because the author doesn't like them.
Okay. I think you
I mean,
have
can't you
agreed
literally
with me
say
that
that
Yukimiya
Rayo
is a
gyro
better
shot
goal scorer
the
than
inferior?
Onazi. So if I'm hindering Onazi, he's not going to outscore Yukimiya.
I think
Especially
I
when I'm
win.
I think we
My biggest question.
I think I win.
Here, I think OP takes it. I think OP's formation is the best here.
out
But
of the three.
Because
I would say.
I had another question after this that I was really hoping to get everyone's thoughts on before everyone left, but this went on for way too long.
Nah, Arrow is out to get me. He doesn't
Okay.
want to win.
Yes.
I'm still not over
You were
this.
mean to me. I'm gonna have it out for you.
Judge bias, overruled decision.
Arrow, I still don't get this. Do you agree with me that Yukimiya is a better
It
goal
was a
scorer?
team vote. What do you mean bias? It was a team vote.
Arrow,
Yeah,
you
but they're
agree
just
with
not on the same intellectual level as me. They just couldn't comprehend.
Okay, buddy, get him out this call.
Okay,
Get him
Get
out.
out of here. Get out.
Arrow,
Yeah, you're all like a
Arrow,
few
I'm
eyes
addressing
point
you
lower.
right now. You agree with me, Arrow, that Yukimiya is a better goal scorer than Onazi?
I said they're relative.
Okay, so you can agree with me that Yukimiya will score more goals than Onazi, who is being hindered by Zantetsu.
Nah.
Yes,
Nah.
easily.
I'll tell you why.
they're
Obaboni's
relative.
got
I
such a
would
big
agree
ass
with that.
forehead. He's just gonna jump in the way of the gyro shot as it goes up. He'd be like, "Nah, fam." Like,
I already stated
Ooh.
Sendo and Yukimiya are going to be passing to get past I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah, but
Whatever
Obaboni
his
is
name
just
is.
like that, man. You think you could pass him?
Nah,
Nah.
we would
He's
Yeah,
not.
there.
the
He's in your
serious
nightmare.
Touch
You're
your
gonna look.
discussion
sword
is
through
over.
You're gonna go to
his
sleep
leg.
tonight.
Yeah.
You're gonna roll over. You're
Lexio.
gonna look in your closet. He'll be staring at you, bro.
Yeah,
Lexio, the
Lexio,
serious
there.
discussion is over.
Oh,
The
shut
serious
it.
discussion is over. It's
God, I'm
done.
I-
gonna get this on
bullshit.
tape.
see the way
Every
I
birthday,
would
I'll be there.
You said they were relative, and now one of them is
I'll
getting
be
in,
there.
and you don't think he can outscore?
Well, I think Obaboni
I-
is solos. So like
See,
that's
look,
where
look.
we. That's where we.
Here's what we
he's
learned.
not wrong.
Here's what we learned. Hiyori is the best player. Is the best budget player. That's what we learned.
Here's what I've learned.
I have a
Arrow is
worry.
super critical about Yukimiya.
I have a worry. I love Yuki. I love Yuki. Don't get it twisted. I love Yuki.
No,
You
no,
speak to more, Lexio.
I
That's
glaze
where
Yuki more than
that's
anyone.
where it's
All right,
you
So-
said he's
so-
relative
Here's
to
So
here's
Lexio's
something I
trying
worry
to
about.
leverage
You
himself
say
above
that
Deadly.
Onazi's gonna
But
get
O-
limited, right?
OP
That
clears.
Onazi's getting limited by who? Zantetsu or someone?
not just
Raichi?
Zantetsu,
Yeah, Zantetsu.
but the passing options to Onazi are also
No.
limited.
But I'm asking.
being
I'm
locked
no,
down by Raichi.
Lexio. I'm just asking for who's limiting
Yeah,
Onazi.
Zantetsu.
Because it
Zantetsu.
transitions Zantetsu. Okay. So when we look at the blue lock counter, I would say blue lock went pretty fast on their first counter, right? Yet Onazi made it back to block green. I don't think any kind of combination between Yukimiya and Sendo is going to be faster than Onazi trailing back to where even if they get past Obabonia, I think the same situation is going to happen. Yukimiya is going to hit a gyro shot, and because of the narrative, he's always going to miss or it's always going to get blocked. So Onazi's gonna come in and block it, and then the Obaboni is gonna clear it, and then Kusa's gonna pick it up, and then you want to know what's gonna happen? Onazi's gonna run his ass
Yeah,
all
but
the way up
Arrow,
Hold
there,
on.
Yuki
and they're
hits
gonna
his
go.
sword screw instead of
I'm
Hold
talking.
on. Hold on. You said Kuso, he can't get the ball. Raichi's fucking him.
No, but Lexio, you forget that he
Lucky.
said Yuki's hitting a gyro, but Yuki's actually hitting a sword screw, which does
Exactly, that's another point. Yuki's sword screwing every time. And even
You're
so,
sword screwing me right now.
On
What the fuck?
Onazi has to get back and has to somehow stop Zantetsu from just standing in the way and being like, no, you're not blocking
Well,
my
to
friend's
be
shot. No.
fair, Onazi had vision that was relative to Isagi, so therefore he's relative to
Shut
Isagi,
up.
pulling back,
No,
Shut up.
no.
Shut up.
no.
Shut up.
pulling
Shut
back
up.
that
Shut
bullshit
up.
ass debate from
Shut up.
earlier. That bullshit ass thing. But anyways,
I
I just want to just.
genuinely
Can I
don't
ask a final
believe
question? I had a really big question. It was interesting.
just no, I need to get this
Lexio,
because I
close out,
don't
close out,
believe
close
Close
out.
your thing out,
Ending
Lexio.
statements. Ending
You've been
statements.
eliminated. You have got. We've
okay.
all buzzed our red
Arrow,
buzzer. You've hit the X's.
Arrow,
You
with
get a
all
minute.
due respect, shut the fuck up. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Okay.
Onazi
Language.
is being
Close out, close
hindered.
out.
He's being hindered by fucking Zantetsu. Kuso, their main playmaker, is being shut down by Raichi. So how are they going to score more goals than Yukimiya and Sendo when Yukimiya and Sendo can work together to get past Obabonia, who is not going to be because we've seen no proof that Obabonia can man mark because once again Bachara scored through this man's legs,
Lexio.
so there's no proof
Lexio.
that Sendo
Lexio.
can't quickly
Lexio.
just pass the
Lexio.
ball through his
Lexio.
legs, get it to
Lexio.
Yukimiya, sword through and score.
Lexio.
Yeah, and Butcher has also
Okay.
been.
That's it. That's the
That's
end.
all nice.
That's all. That's all she wrote. The black
Yeah.
lady has sung. That's it.
Okay,
She
we gotta
has?
I
move
Okay.
on,
think,
guys.
Yeah.
OP's
We're
team
gonna
win,
move on.
Nexo teams win, and my team win.
Sorry, that
Right
debate just
about it.
pissed me off.
We're gonna have to move on, bro.
Lexio.
I'm gonna
That was
That
all
debate
nice and
just
stuff. We
I'm
did
royally
gonna
a
I'm gonna put on
You didn't
I'm gonna
win
put
the
on my
vote,
crown.
so
That's
Okay.
it.
we're gonna have
Okay,
to move on.
here. There's a final question. There's a
OP.
big important question.
Go on.
All right. The lowest we got was 26 points with OP's team. Now, with
No,
26 points,
I object.
what is
Objection.
the strongest 26?
Wait.
Hey,
They do have
you've
the
been
lowest one.
overruled, Dedu. What is the strongest
Hold on,
team we can make out of
Arrow,
26
I
points?
would like to clarify, we never did a vote for Dedu.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
No.
Okay, hold on.
No, because I want to win.
OP.
Who's have
Okay,
it?
come on. OP.
He's just admitted to voting because he wants to win.
And some people
To
voted
be
for
fair, I
Kyoto
was gonna
because they
go
didn't want to see
biased.
Kamala
He
win.
said he was
Okay,
happy to
votes,
lose.
pity, spiteful votes happen too.
No, look,
You know,
OP
I
is
was
biased because he
gonna go
wants
no.
to win, and Arrow is biased because he admit that he literally out to get me.
Hey, Dedu,
Arrow, look.
you wanted to vote?
Look, I know I like your number and that, but all of you are objectively wrong. Cry about it.
Really?
Yeah, I'll cry for my
Honestly,
mansion with my
have it.
crown. I'll
The
cry for my
eyes
mansion
have
with my
it.
crown.
The
Here's the
eyes
thing,
have it, Dedu.
honestly, Dedu, I think it's a 50-50 coin toss
Dedu,
on whether you
how
can
about
win
this?
this.
Do me a favor. I want you to write out a full video
On it.
script. I will make it into a video specifically for you, and I will let the community decide.
Ooh.
I will let you write this script out for me, and I will read it word for word. I will send you the video to get your approval on it, and then I will upload it.
As you can hear, oh no, you might not be able to hear, but I'm already on.
I heard
No,
it.
we get it.
Are you okay with that? And we'll let the community decide. If you don't want our takes and you don't think we're biased, I will let my community decide. I will say full front. I'll even say it was my video at first until the end, so that way people can't say, well, it's going against it.
I don't know who the hell.
Arrow,
Would you rather?
if that's the
Would
case,
you rather me say it was my idea or your? Like, would you rather me say it's my take or someone else's take? What would you prefer?
If you make it anonymous, then it mitigates bias.
I'll say it's an anonymous take if you'd prefer.
Okay, it'll mitigate bias the best.
But
Okay,
you have to
I
be
will say-
careful with your tone because that could also induce bias.
That's
Yeah,
why I'm
you
gonna.
gotta
That's why
be
I'm gonna.
enthusiastic.
That's why I'm going to send him the video first.
I would like
Okay.
to say, if this is the case, Aero, when we were debating earlier, people in chat were literally saying my team would win.
I'll do
So
the same for
you.
you. Want to write the script? I'll do the same for you. It is free money.
The community has already
I'll make you a
decided.
deal.
I don't need to write.
Better yet, if they say yes, after 2 days, I will take a picture of the revenue on the video, and I will PayPal you the exact revenue from the video.
Oh,
Whoa.
fighting.
I am willing to write this script because
I will
There you
honestly,
go.
PayPal you the money from the video.
It's fighting. Oh
I'm
my.
going to make this script now because I am so confident in
Ooh.
my
That's all
team.
you.
I will label it. I will label them as Nigeria is so bad, so I made Blue Lock worse. Part 1, Part 2. I will upload them, and I will send you the stuff. Granted, I will
Damn.
wait a week for next chapter, so you can say no, I would like to take this back, or yes, I'd like to keep this, in case of like something happens in the next chapter.
Okay, yeah, if something happens in the next chapter and people are going to be like, "Oh, well, this just happened in this chapter," when our debate was from before.
In case
Well, you can
something
use a
happens
time.
in
You can
because
use a
I'll be able to.
timestamp.
Because I won't be able to get the video done by Thursday. I won't be able to get the video done by Thursday. Or by Friday. I won't be able to. But I'll be able to have it done by the next Tuesday. So that'll leave it
Depends
to
on if I
decide.
can fit it in with my lectures or not.
I'm making the video!
I know, but I'm writing the script.
Right,
And
Do you,
I have a
do
lot
you
of stuff
want
to
do
write
you
about.
want the $3.27 or not?
Guys said $3.
Honest to God, I am prepared because even though, like, I don't give a shit about the money. I just know my
I'll
team
fuck it.
needs.
Alright, I'll keep it. More
Yeah,
money
you
for me.
keep it because the reason I'm doing this isn't for the money. It's because I feel
He wants to
But
be
here's the
right.
thing.
like
This
this
is
is such
This is
bullshit.
Raito's stream, and therefore Raito's community. Raito's bringing in the same amount of people who think that Isagi's a better free kick taker than Ryo.
That's crazy.
Wait, when did we do that? It was penalty.
Penalty kick taker. Sorry,
Yeah.
penalty kick taker.
I saw most people were disagreeing with Raito though during that, weren't they?
No,
Oh
What
my
are we
god.
talking
Oh my
about?
god. Can I
not
move them?
most. Not most.
Can you what?
I saw it was like a
Well,
You said
I'm
you could.
currently on an interactive
60-40
formation
split.
Not
site.
like when I uploaded it when I uploaded the video separately, most people were agreeing with me.
Here's what you
I
do.
mean,
I
okay.
will intro the video with my normal intro, and then I will go through word by word, and I will read your thing. I'll read it word for. I'll just copy paste the thing. Is that fine? I can do my normal intro that gets people
Yeah.
in the
Oh,
video.
it's your
I will
video.
read your exact. I will read your exact script, word for word.
Okay, I've got a question.
Mhm.
Why don't we just ask the chat who is currently here what they think?
Because there was like 5 people.
Yeah, there's not that many
And they
people
also
here.
You need a good sample size. That's statistics.
You
Yeah,
have
there's
my
not that many people.
21,000 subscriber following base as your sample size.
Yeah.
There is 5 people here for the vote.
I'll,
5 versus the amount
but
of
they
views
might
he
not
gets
all
on
vote.
videos.
But apparently there's 5 people here, but 3 wasn't enough. 60% wasn't enough. Okay, hold up.
Well, for mine, okay, if you guys voted
Legs,
for mine,
wait,
2
we
of
were
you
supposed
agreed
to
and
move
2 of
on
you
from this
didn't.
time ago.
Yeah, this is supposed to be over.
It is over.
Of the people currently here, 2 of you agreed and 2 of you didn't, and the 2 who didn't agree, I'm not going to insult them. I was about to insult them, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be nice.
Anyways,
Because
Wait,
honestly,
we've already got a no here.
I've seen some of their takes in debates, and those two aren't really the most
While
knowledgeable.
you got wrecked already said no, so that's added to the two
Was that
already.
okay? And Vincenzo just said win, so that's added to the 2 on my side. So that's
Right, but
3-3.
you lost out anyways in a democratic vote. We can't go back on it.
Through
No,
democracy.
there's no
yeah, we love
revote.
democracy. Hey,
Yeah, there's
With
no
2
revote.
people who hardly fucking read the story.
Listen, there's
all
no
I know
revote.
is that through democracy,
Everyone had the same voting pool, so there's no revote.
exactly.
Actually, no, not everyone had the same voting pool. Because once again, if I had the same voting pool as Dedu, it would have been a tie. But I got 2 people who are too scared of Arrow to disagree with him.
I'm glad I'm not included in that.
I want to clarify, both Emerald and Cat would never vote against what Arrow says, because they take him as an authority on the situation. And they just
Ooh, I'm
You
telling.
really hear that? Yo, clip it, chat, clip it,
I'm
chat.
and I would
telling.
say that to their faces. Neither of them would disagree. And I don't know if
Ooh.
you noticed, when Kat made her vote, she was a bit frazzled. I don't think she was really paying much attention to what I was saying.
I
I
don't think
think she
I.
just went off what Arrow voted. So
I think
honestly,
nobody paid attention to what I was saying. They were only they were biased
I was
because they were thinking of,
Dedu,
oh my
I was
god,
paying
Giannis is
attention to
so
what you were
bad.
saying, and the only reason that I think you would have lost is because I think your post player just needed to be a bit better than Nanase.
And I agree.
Nanase is fine. He is an obedient little bitch. He will do
I
what
love
I'm
Nanase,
Okay,
but
buddy.
I think under the situation, I think it would have been close. As I said, I think there was a coin flip on whether you could have won, because I think Nigeria just as much could have won. I think if you had went
Oh,
Corona, you
this
definitely would have won, in my
sexy
opinion.
website.
But
Whoa.
that's not important.
Oh,
I think,
I wasn't listening.
honestly, I take my vote as complete bullshit, because the only people who voted against me were Aero, two people who would never disagree with Aero under any circumstance, and Raito. So
So you
remove
said
the two
if I
who are
had
only
Hero and
voting that way,
OP
because
wanted to
Aero had
win.
already voted, and then
I
we
heard my
have
name.
two,
Who's
and then
calling my
we've got
fine
OP
ass?
and Dedu. I only
Yeah.
lost the vote because Cat and Emerald are too much of cowards to vote against Aero.
Valid.
Wow. Okay.
I will
Talking shit on one of your own eighth grade
I
team
already said
Yeah.
members.
I'm
I
telling.
will say my vote against Dedu is
I'm
valid
sorry.
more beyond just wanting to win.
She even said
OP,
Toxic.
if
she
you
even
say
said
that your vote
herself
is
she's
valid,
scared of Arrow, and
then
both of them.
you're
I
So
don't
you're
know if
telling
you've
me
seen
a
it.
spiteful
Guys,
vote? So you're telling me if someone votes in the election, it's a spiteful vote, it shouldn't count as a vote? No, it still counts as a vote.
well,
guys,
Yeah.
Okay,
we're not
And
we
going
I
we
genuinely
clarify.
don't
we
think your
we'll
team
move
wins.
on.
I
The
genuinely don't think your team wins.
we'll
I
move
think
on.
Yeah, I
OP's
don't
If
either.
if
vote.
couldn't
if
understand that
anyone's
rhetoric.
backing you,
Yeah.
they'll comment.
Anyways,
They'll leave a comment.
yeah.
If anyone's backing you, they'll leave.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
listen. If OP's
Wait, no,
spiteful vote
Lex.
in
Lex,
no,
you.
I'm explaining something. OP's spiteful vote, in my opinion, is more valid than two people voting just because they are shit scared of disagreeing with Arrow, because they deem him as an authority on everything Blue Line.
I'm telling.
Anyways,
So
um,
I will say it to their faces.
anyways, all right. So OP created the team with a total of 26 points. Now, using this, can we make a stronger team using 26 points?
26 points.
Go ahead, prove
He
me
had
wrong.
Zantetsu, Yukimiya, Hiyori, and Raichi. Can we get
May
okay?
I quickly ask something?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
This is just in my team. If I had Corona instead of Sendo, do you think that team's winning? With Corona acting as
What was your
Yuki
team again?
post playing, it
Yuki.
was Yuki.
There we go.
It would be this one would be Yuki, Corona, Zantetsu, and Raichi.
Yeah,
I
same with me.
think let me pull up the exact rankings again because I think you can get. I think with your current thing, you make 2 swaps, and I think you got it.
Because I genuinely think that those 4 players would also win.
I think if you swap
I just
Sendo, I think if you swap Sendo with Hiyori for 1 extra point, you got it.
Yeah, I think he always necessary for a low
yeah.
budget
No,
I
team like
just
my
this.
you've got.
my
I
question
think
was Sendo for Corona. Do you think Corona could act as a good enough post player to allow Yuki to score more?
I don't think Corona
I
makes
don't
much of a
think post
difference.
players is what you need. I think creativity.
I think you need just
I think a
like
playmaker is what
because
you
like you
need.
have Corona,
Creativity
right?
is
And you
fine.
have great playmaking, but I think you just need more balance. Like Hiyori there, they're not scoring any goals. Number one, because he's
Well, you
number
can
one, you
shoot.
have a Metavision user there, so you have someone strengthening your defense even more, and then you have with him assisting Yukimiya. Yeah, you're winning that. You take
Yeah.
Hiyori, and even then,
Question.
Hiyori is 1 point more, a single point more. Corona, you lose. Corona, you go down 1 point, so you actually gain lose yourself a point, which is
Yeah,
great. But even
I
then,
know,
I
but
still think
my factor
I don't
is
think so.
I'm not trying to
I think you
just
have like a
like stop them from scoring. I'm trying to outscore them. And that's
but
my question.
with Hiyori, you
think
can
I
outscore
think
them.
I think before you were at like 45. I think you were at like 45 to 55. I think with Corona you put it at like an even close 50-50, but even then I don't gamble on 50-50s like that.
I think with Hiyori, you've got better offense, bro.
Yeah. For
That's all
Hiyori,
it
that
is.
1 point more, you'd be more solid.
Swapping Hiyori for Sendo is just OP's team.
Oh yeah, so that's why I
Which
think
Yeah,
you
that's
win.
why
That's why I
OP
think you
yeah.
win.
for you guys.
Yeah,
So
that's why I
that's
think you win.
why I can't do
Basically-
that.
Wait a minute, you
So
guys
then, no.
did not put that together.
So I perfect min maxed simply.
Well, OP went after Lexio. So
Bruh.
like
No,
No,
okay.
wait,
I
hold on,
did
hold on.
have my team. I said like when Lucio was saying his team, I said my team's extremely similar while he was saying it. So I did already have it planned.
Yeah.
I didn't just copy.
So
Wait, hold on.
I
Okay.
feel like
It's my turn, ready?
you know what, I'm gonna stop
Okay,
talking about this.
So I did maths better than Aero, and if I took out Nanase for Corona, would the team win? With somebody
You just asked the same thing, Lexio.
wait, maybe. Hold up.
That's just the same team I just proposed.
Yeah, I
There's
'cause
only
he-
so
no,
many
no, 'cause
players.
of yours.
He's
Then.
no, because he's replacing Yuki Miya with Corona here.
No,
Yeah, I still think no.
He said Nanase with.
He said
Corona.
Nanase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but like in Lexio's circumstance, like he said, well, that's the same thing Mai says. Well, you're taking out Sendo for you. You're taking out Sendo for Yuki Miya for Corona.
For
He's
Corona.
taking out Nanase for Corona. So Sendo is still his main
who does-
attacker. I don't
Lexio
think
doesn't
so.
have Nanase in his team.
Sorry.
Dedu has Nanase. He's saying if he takes out Nanase and puts Corona, is Dedu's team winning against Nigeria? I still don't think so. I still don't think Sendo's that good enough of a goal scorer.
Oh, we don't have the team lineups.
I do.
Oh well,
I have it.
Aero
Okay.
has it,
named
but
Man, if he
you
was
don't have
my
like a
lineup-
visual of it.
This is just like I don't.
Yeah, I think we need to move on from this one.
Yeah. Well, no,
Oh,
we do.
we're still
We'll
on the
let-
thing.
we'll let the
We're
guys-
still on the thing of. We're still on the thing of. Okay, there's out of 26 points, what's the best team you could build?
Wait, no, hold on.
Mine.
OP.
Mine.
Hold on.
all
One
three of you,
point.
all two of
Hold
you are
on.
trying to justify your teams. We
Hold
need
on. For 1 point less than OP, I can put Hiyori in instead of Nanase.
That just put you at the same as Lexio. We're not the same as Lexio, but you have the same points as
It'll be a
Lexio.
point less. And
No,
you said
Lexio's
Lexio's
at 25, OP's at
probably win.
26. So you'd be 1 point less than OP. You'd be the same as Lexio at 25 points.
Yeah, but you said
I
Lexio's
think
OP
that-
wins
that-
regardless. I think.
OP has Hiyori, and Yuki Miya is a better goal scorer than Sendo. So I still think if I were to take these teams, I'd take Yuki Miya for the extra point. Even though it's a 1 point more, I still think Yuki Miya has a better chance. The Yuki Miya
I
team
also,
has
destroy all of you in tactical intelligence, so please factor that in.
clearly not in this
Yes,
game.
but I
though,
spend
so
my points better. I ration better.
clearly not in this game.
Well,
Ration
guys, we'll just go with OP and we just say like OP's team's everyone's team, right?
Is OP's like? Are there no changes we could make though? Like, are there any?
Yes, there's no changes we can make. It's just definitively better. Like
I don't know.
you can't make a 26-point team that's better than that.
Unless I'm ego, and then you can get worse players. You can have Nanase do stuff.
You can have Nanase
I don't think
here on the
even Eagle
sidelines.
can get Nanase to do stuff.
Yeah, it's
No,
just.
Honestly,
I
yeah,
am-
I think OP's might be the best team because Yuki Miya is the cheapest striker you're gonna get.
And Hiyori's the cheapest good midfielder you'll get.
Raichi's the cheapest defender you're gonna get, and then who else was
Zan-
Zantetsu?
He just fills the gaps. He
Yeah,
pushes back
Kurono's
and
over
forth.
Nanase.
The only character you could reasonably make a case for is switching out Zantetsu with Kiora, and even then, I don't think you would do that.
Yeah, we need the speed. I
Dark
would say we need the
Primus
speed.
literally just said Corona over Nanase and Yuki Miya over Sendo. That was the team I was proposing that they disagreed with, sir.
Yeah, but we
Because
don't.
No,
that's literally just what my team is.
No, you already have Yuki Miya, right? You already have Yuki Miya.
Yeah.
yeah, you have Yuki Miya,
Yeah, but
Sendo, Zantetsu, and
we said that
Raichi.
we don't think Kurona over Nanase
Okay,
makes that big of a
I
difference.
want to clarify. He's just said Yuki Miya over Sendo, so that's removing Sendo and adding Yuki Miya. and
Sendo's
removing
already
Nanase,
Yuki
adding
Miya and Sendo are
Corona.
both already on the team.
No. Listen to what Darth Primus said, because he's saying it about OP's team.
No,
But
no,
that just
he's saying
converts
it
into the
about
Corona
your
team.
team.
No, he's
OP
saying it about Dedu's team, because that's
Yeah,
literally
got Nanase.
what's being said. Because he's the only one with Nanase on it. So it's a case of
Yeah.
Corona over Nanase and Yukimiya over Sendo just converts it into my team where I took Corona
Yeah,
over,
it basically becomes your
and
team.
they disagreed,
Yeah.
Darth Primus.
Yeah,
And
we
then,
said
yeah,
that's
but then
we
you
do.
no.
want to
Aero said that's a 50-50 and he don't gamble on 50-50.
I said
For me, I said it doesn't move the needle enough.
I would say it's closer to 50-50, yeah. I think OP's is probably the best, honestly, here. The
Yeah,
strongest
Yeah,
I
I've got the
agree.
biggest brain, so yeah.
OP's is pretty much you guys' team with just a better playmaker.
Because I
Yeah,
know how
but
This
valuable
is going to be a
Hiyori is.
wild TikTok. What is the worst 4-person team of Blue Lockers you could make that could beat Nigeria?
Yeah.
My team with my brain. It's simple. Like,
you know
It's
what?
literally OP's
other
team.
than
I just win.
Lexio, nobody else really even formulated a complex tactical basis. So
What? Huh?
I did.
You
I
didn't
did.
move us. You didn't move us an
What?
inch. You can say it's all good and stuff, but it didn't move us an inch.
But
I
the thing
explained
is,
my strategy. Oh, hold on.
Okay,
Arrow
wait.
and Raito were against my
What-
team initially. I explained my strategy, then they were on my side.
I didn't
So-
even hear you explain a strategy. So
What's the
either it
point?
was too dumb for me
Wait,
to
what's
care
the
about,
point
or it
of a
was
team
such
that
a
is
Skill difference.
Batura-
That's
Listen,
your
Edu,
thought.
I don't know what's up your ass. I don't know what's the fact that you just have this giant L up there, or the fact that you just are trying to
Yeah.
take it out or trying to go
guys,
deeper in. But
how,
like,
how
Wait,
long
come
have
on,
we?
man, accept it.
How
You
long
gotta
have
accept
we
Arrow.
it.
been trying to? Arrow, didn't you have a
Arrow, I
question?
have the funniest team idea.
Yeah.
Batura, and then Nanase, Kiora, and Raichi, the 3 lowest rated players. Because Batura can
I
score
don't.
more.
Hold up. We'll see the math on that.
What's the
Bachara.
point?
Nanase, Kiora, right?
And
Yo,
Raichi,
the
'cause
breakdancing duo of
Batura can
Kiora
score.
and Bachira would actually go crazy.
I would say take
I could
Nanase out.
probably even willingly downgrade it from Batura to Rayo and have Rayo just mimicking Batura at 99%.
Wait, who?
and
Wait,
still
what was your pick? What was your pick?
It was Batura, Kiora, Raichi, and Nanase. So the 3 lowest rated plus Batura.
Kiora Raichi is. And then
Because
one more.
reasonably, they're 6 points. So as long as Batura is below 6 points,
Yeah.
it's below 20. Sorry.
Is this a stronger? Is this a better team than OP's?
Yeah, because
Where's
Batura
your
can solo.
defense?
I don't need one. Batura. Batura will just solo and score more goals. That's the whole.
I
logic.
would swap out one of Nanase and
You know
put
what?
Metavision
You know what?
Use.
Better idea. Fuck off, Batura. I'ma take Rayo. He does everything.
And
He
he's
will
got
mimic people. You know what? Yeah, no Batura, Rayo. That team.
Yeah, Rayo's
That
a
could be
really
stronger.
good. Rayo's a
could be a
really
Ray is
good.
a good
pick here.
pick.
That
Okay.
team solos. Is it
What
less
is
points than
Rayo
OP?
is Rayo is going to be sitting at Rayo is going to be sitting with a total of 17 points. So that leaves you 9 to
loses
work
to
with. Who do you work with the 9 points?
Wait, no. What I'm saying is, I've got Rayo. I can win this now by just putting on Raichi, Kiora, and Nanase.
Yeah, but
Don't
that
you have
leaves
wiggle room?
that's you do
Yeah.
have wiggle room. That leaves you with
But that's 23 points, which means
You-
I have a team that can beat them for less than what OP did.
no,
But
yeah,
more
but
than what I did.
Yeah, but he's
fill out-
saying
but
you
fill
can
out your
upgrade
rank.
if you want.
Fill out your ranks.
No,
come
I
on.
can. Oh yeah, I can improve it. So I'd remove Nanase, who's only 1 point, and instead, how many points is on Tetsu?
As long as yours is
4?
worth 4, so you can't do that. Oh no, yeah,
No,
wait, yes,
no,
you
you
can,
can,
you can,
you
you
can.
can,
Yeah, and
you
then
can.
that would be the team of exactly OP's worth. But if I want to go for one that's worth less than OP, I would go with Nanase over Zantetsu. That's a 23-point team. Rayo can literally do.
Would you go?
fucking
Okay, would you? Do you think Zantetsu's value is worth more than Kiora? Because you could swap Nanase for Kiora, and have less points.
I think Zantetsu.
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
Zantetsu.
I can swap. I can swap Nanase in for Kiora. But my point was more so like if I wanted to go the bare minimum, if I want to use all the points, if I want to use all 26 points, I go for Zantetsu and I keep Kiora and Raichi, and then Rayo just does everything. And then if I want to go for the minimum amount of points, sack off Zantetsu and put Nanase back on the team, and that's the bare minimum points.
If you put Zantetsu in there, I give you that.
Sorry, I had a phone call. All right, what's the
So
decision?
Rayo Zantetsu.
So what I
Right.
was getting at is if I want to use all 26 points, I go Kiora, Raichi,
Zantetsu.
Zantetsu, and Rayo.
Right.
If I just want to beat what OP
Mm-hmm.
gave, then I can swap Zantetsu for Nanase, or even just swap Kiora for Nanase.
I'd say get
and
rid
go
of
on
Kiora because I
Kiora.
think Zantetsu adds more value than Kiora does.
Yeah, like I'll just go 1 point lower, get rid of Kiora, put
'Cause, like,
Zantetsu on there.
What does Kiora bring to the table? Is my question.
Oh, what Kiora brings is he's one of the bare minimum points players, and I think
No,
Rayo
but
can
no,
follow the entirety of Nigeria.
as a
active
player, what
player.
does he bring for your team? Because
Oh,
I think
nothing.
no, but like in your formation in this, what are they doing? Rayo is obviously the core goal scorer and the main playmaker of the team, right?
Simple.
And he's the main defender. Everyone else is doing nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
They're just
can
there
you
to
do all at
minimize.
once?
Rayo is
Brody,
Rayo is becoming the ball to win the match for me. No, but seriously, my plan is literally Rayo acts as the midfield and offense, Raichi acts as the defense. The other two are just there to minimize points. If I want more, I swap Kiora for Zantetsu because Zantetsu is better than Kiora in every way, shape, and form. But realistically, if I want to go for the bare minimum points, I put Kiora on there because I think it would work.
OP, I
But
think he got you.
realistically, yeah,
Brody, I watched
You know,
Arsenal.
thinking about it, his
Going
team is more
Zantetsu-
top heavy, but I think that works in his favor.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the team is top heavy, sure, but you got to count on Zantetsu got the speed to drop back. Rayo's got the defense skills.
You know, I'm saying it works in his favor. Yeah.
I can literally go with the strategy with this team of scoring 1 goal from Rayo and then just all of them stand in front of the net and
Honestly,
just fuck over the team.
hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. I think in this formation, Zantetsu's your main goal scorer.
What happened to saying he was a bad shot?
No, but like here's the thing: he's a bad shot, right? But I would much rather keep Rayo in the midfield at all costs, where he can score his own goals, but he makes all the chances. Because like, if Rayo's all the way up, he's gonna have a much harder time dropping back. Because Rayo isn't inherently like the fastest guy, but still, I think if you keep him in the midfield and have him do like what he did in the Nigerian game, where he'll still take shots, but he can just kind of be playmaking in that area. Zantetsu's a speedster, so he has an easier time dropping back. It's that speed makes the distance more.
I have an even
Tactical
better
boards
version
out.
of the team, potentially. Of the team I proposed.
Oh my God, it actually works.
I reduce Rayo for 1 point into Kunigami as the primary offense, and I increase Zantetsu
All right, I'm
by
dipping.
1
I
point.
got somewhere to be. I got something to do.
Okay, no worries.
Now, of course,
All
everyone
right,
dips
GG's.
as soon as
I've been here for 3 hours.
Yeah, no worries. Well, guys, I ended up managing to beat OP with that final play, so
Technically,
Ended up,
doesn't
I'm the
count.
original
afterwards,
champion.
I'm giving
count.
the
I
win
won.
to OP right now. You
Yep.
get the honorary participation trophy.
Yep.
well, I
I'm
got
standing at the end of the
25
cup.
points, and you admitted I got 25 points.
Yeah,
You
but it
did
doesn't
after
Yeah,
the
but I'm
competition.
holding the trophy.
You did
I'm holding the
after
golden
you
boot.
did after the competition's over. You
Oh
did
yeah,
after it
no,
was
I'm
over.
not trying to win. I'm just saying I
Oh
managed to
really?
get down
You really are
25
trying
points.
here. You're really trying. You really are.
My
I'm gonna-
attempt is to say that the initial
I'm gonna
team
use
that I
both
gave
of
is
these in a
better.
video. I'm gonna use both of these in a video tomorrow. I'll use both of
Yeah,
these in a video
good.
tomorrow.
I want
Nice.
I want it known that my team that I initially proposed can win.
Dude, is this for the video you want me to make?
This is. I realize that screen share is a thing.
But
I
do you
need
still
to-
want me? Do you still want me to do that video?
I have been working on this. It will not be in vain. Okay, so basically, number 9, Sendo. He's important.
All right, you do your thing. I'll be
Super.
back. I won't be. Bye bye.
Wow.
Go
Okay.
on, Daddy, I'm listening.
Okay, just remember, number 9 is Sendo.
Mm,
Number 7 is Zantetsu.
mhm.
10 is Nanase. 4 is Raichi.
Okay.
This 9 is Anazi, Kuso,
So
spiky haired dude, and I don't know whether the
Yeah,
blubbery dude plays defense or CDM. So
it's defense. He's a defender.
okay,
Swap
either
him
one of
with
these two.
six. Swap him with six.
Okay. Oh,
No, eight. Take eight. Obo is eight.
All right, I'm gonna head out because I need to go.
wow.
No worries, OP.
Hey,
Okay.
I had fun. See ya.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Cheers for
Dedu,
joining, bro.
making this argument here is kind of pointless. Because at the end of the day, Raito's not going to change his opinion, and I already vote on your side.
It's not about I wouldn't change my opinion, right? The thing is, right, I want to move on from this, but
Yeah.
out of the two teams, right, I would have had Lexio just above Dedus and OP just above Lexio. And that was
This is
the
meant to be my
order.
tipping edge. Oh.
Yeah, but it's also a case of I do agree that OP's is just above mine, but I also think that I can still beat Nigeria.
So do I. I can still beat him.
I think you both lacking creativity.
Well, this is what this system is. It's a systematic form of chance creation rather than an individualistic setup. I'm not
I'm
ego.
not going for
I'm not.
creativity. I'm
I'm not
going
like
for
you have
pure
ball, you
outshooting.
shoot. It is just ping, 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 ping. Teamwork. It does exist. Like
But
it's
what
not
isn't
all.
one of your players like a sendo shooter?
Yeah. Well, like.
That is
Oh,
the
I don't even
biggest
know what to
issue. I
say.
think
I
Sendo's
think
not
it
a good
breaks
enough
down.
goal scorer.
See, okay, so okay, so let's just say this is the attacking system. It's a 2-3-5. You need to be a bit more over there. There you go, that's a bit better. Okay, so what it is that, like I said, is that it generally thrives in, wide overloads. So let's say
Okay.
we've got the ball out here with the right
Dedu,
back. What?
I think we all want to just move on from this.
No, you don't.
Let him explain it. Explain it quickly. You've
I
got
want
2
to just
minutes.
move on.
You got 2 minutes to make your point.
Oh shit, 2 minutes. Okay, so as you see here on the wide flank, we've got 11 and 3, and then here we've got 8, 7 and 2. We create a natural overload. So naturally, you'd want to mark. You've got to mark Sendos. You've got to mark. Got to mark. And now you've got number 11
Three
free.
man. Yeah.
If 7 drops back, they've lost their counter-attacking opportunity. Number 3 can hang wide, and then it's either, I guess, Onazi would have to come back and drop back to defend, which just like that. Essentially, it's completely unbalanced system. So you could just go ping, 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 and now you've got a direct line to the striker. If the 6 moves to cover, you can go back to Zantetsu. You're now in his goal-scoring zone. He can use super unrealistic anime power and just go ping. He is shown to be able to hit the top corner. The goalkeeper's feat shows that he can't reach the top corner. Let's say if the number 8 covers, then that leaves Nanase
1
free.
minute left.
And we know that Sendo can pick up pockets of space. And we know that none of their players have metavision. And so you just go ping. Nanase uses his interplay, and you can easily get Sendo free. And he was obviously the U20 star for a reason. And as long as he's not an absolute bum, he's going to score a one-on-one situation. So like I said, it's not, an individualistic form of chance creation. It is a
30
strategical
seconds.
form. So literally,
That's all assuming that Nigeria are bums, though.
They are bums.
They are.
And that's where
That's
I
not
think,
assumptions.
and
That's going
that's
off
where
the
my
feats they've
mindset
shown.
differs from yours.
See, I'm thinking, even
explain.
if I lose,
What
let's
feats
say
have they shown that make you believe they're capable?
It's
Also, Dedu, your
2-0
time is
to
up.
Blue Lock at halftime, and I think Blue Lock are way, way better. And I think Blue Lock would score goals against other teams that are better than Nigeria. But it's only 2-0 at this moment in time. So Nigeria are not that big of
Also, the
bums.
commentators were saying how it was like an absolute demolition job.
Well, they would,
I
because it's the
also
first game
want
of
to clarify.
it's the
I
first game
think,
of the tournament.
yeah,
They haven't
I
seen any
also
other games
think
to
that.
reference yet.
Okay, but I want to say this, Raito. I think the whole it's only 2-0 at halftime. Once again, they've not even tried to attempt to let Isagi score a goal. It's very much been focused on this whole match for Blue Lock has been focused on utilizing the players to individually just outplay. It's not been focused on ramp up the fucking
But
score.
that's not without Isagi trying to score. Is it
No,
like Isagi hasn't
no,
scored,
no.
but it's not because he's not
What
trying to
I'm
score.
no, what I'm saying is the other players on the field haven't given him the opportunity to score.
It's not just the other players. Like we've missed a whole like half an hour of gameplay. We missed
That
like
is another issue.
a
This
whole
game is
half an hour of game.
way too fast. This game has went by way too fast. In we have in this many chapters spent more time. We've seen more match time go across these two chapters than we saw during the entirety of the PXG game, which wasn't 40 minutes. That was PXG was less than 40 minutes, and we have a 45-minute half that's went by in like 6 chapters,
Yeah,
I want to say. I can't fucking remember.
yeah, around six
I
chapters.
think it's a real big issue of pacing because I
But
feel like
is it
he
though?
should.
Because this game I think is not as important. So I think that's why it's going so
Yeah,
far.
but still, you can't spend 6 chapters on a full fucking 45-minute half. That's ridiculously
But you can't.
speedily paced.
At the same time, you can't spend 10 chapters on
Yes, you can.
on every half either.
That's what you should be doing.
Nah, it's
If you're
not.
gonna write a
It's
football
not. If
manga,
you've read Haiku, haven't you? Not
no,
every
I've not read
game.
Haikyuu.
Oh, you haven't. But not every
No.
game. Not every game is as long as the next, right? That like you have some games that are much shorter and some games that are much longer. They're all still the same amount of time played, but they're much shorter or much
Yeah.
longer because there's relevancy to how
Well,
important the
actually,
game
I
is.
want to
Bro, you
clarify.
can do
With
this in minor
Haikyuu,
builder? That's crazy.
with Haikyuu, they're not all the same amount of time played because volleyball isn't a time-based sport.
No, but even if they was there'll be differences in the amount of chapters that it takes to show a match. The
Yeah,
the,
I
the thing is,
agree.
right,
But
with
I'm standing by the fact that a 90-minute football match cannot be covered in less than 20 chapters.
it can, bro.
Sure, you can.
No.
It
Where's selection
can,
did
That
bro.
is
chapter
way too
Because
in
it's
fast.
still it's
90
still a
minutes?
story at the end of the day. There's some bits you just don't need to show.
Where was this bitching when the first selection happened? What chapter
Yeah,
even had even? We were
first
at
selection
chapter
had plenty
22
of
of
90
Those
minute
PXG, bro. What do
matches.
you mean?
that
There's
is
there's
that
some
is very
it's
true. But
it's
also
about
I want to
it's about
clarify the reason I never complained about that is because I watched the anime, so I didn't experience
yeah.
it.
So
But
it's just it's all about the narrative. It's about what you want to convey. So some matches will be less than others. This one is conveying that Blue Lock is so strong. We don't need to show you the whole half.
Yeah, it's like
I
Barcha
still
versus
think it's
Bastard. This
really
is the opening
ridiculous
match.
that 45 minutes have passed in the span of that many chapters on a sports anime
No, but you have to
or
read other
sports
sports
manga, whatever
animes
you
because
want to call it.
there's other sports animes. Like I said, it all varies on the narrative. It all varies on the narrative. It's what the author wants to show us, and we're at the liberty of the author right now. So if he deems that you don't need to see the full 45, then we don't need to see it.
But
Wait,
the
how did
author
you
has
make this
also
lineup
made
order frame?
other.
Someone has
I
to
want.
teach me
I
this.
want to clarify. I want to clarify.
It's
We can all
Dedu's doing.
agree the author has also made some other awful decisions in the past,
Yeah, but
especially with pacing.
yeah, of course. Like,
Kanashiro's biggest fault is his pacing. So saying this is what the author believes, I
but
I can't
honestly,
fully get behind that because the author's not good at pacing things out.
but I think that's this is all subjective because honestly, I wouldn't want to see more than this in this match personally. I wouldn't want to see more than what has already been shown in this match because we already know how strong Blue Lock is, and now we see that Nigeria are not up to par. So I don't want to really waste time with teams that are not up to par. Just like Isagi doesn't want to waste time with teams that are not up to par. But yeah, Brody asked, "Did y'all watch Arsenal?" Of course, I'm an Arsenal fan, so of course I watched it.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's
And
not.
Do people's chemistry matter since Rayo and Zantetsu played with each other? Yes, it does. It does matter. And yeah, I think that's all the comments so far.
Honestly, I started reading the Nigeria game and I was like, oh my god, this is actually really good. Because, like, fucking hell, those first few chapters on Nigeria, I was pissed that 314 was split in two, but I'm chill with it
Yeah,
now. I'm more calm. I honestly thought it was really good, entertaining, but honestly, the more that this story goes on and the more chapters that get released, the more I feel like I don't want to say this because this is mean, but I'm going to because it's how I genuinely feel. I feel like Kaneshiro is just a bad writer.
Hmm.
you also have to realize, right? Blue Lock is not just about the sport. There's a lot of actual psychology involved in the story, and I
Yeah,
think that's
right.
more
So
the
I
right
read
strong
the
suit.
story. I know about the psychology and stuff.
Yeah. So
Doesn't
you're
affect
getting too bogged down on the action rather
doesn't
than
affect my opinion that Kaneshiro is a bad writer.
that's fair. I mean, that's your opinion. I can't have the same opinion because I don't know what it takes to be a good writer, and I'm not a good writer myself. So you can have that opinion, but I can't.
You can still
I'm
have an opinion.
no, I'm not. Yeah, my opinion is he's not a bad writer because he's got how many people reading his story. Um,
There's a difference between because the story in itself is a really good concept. But the issue is, at least from my perspective, how good you are of a writer is based on how effectively and how well you address a story's concept. For example, um, Blue Lock has one of the best concepts in sports manga right now. But the issue is the execution of said concept could have been done far better.
I mean, I say this a lot about when people try to say they can do a better job than Mikel Arteta for Arsenal.
I could.
You He's already done 90% of the job for you, and you're just trying to add your 2 cents and claiming that it's your work.
Oh.
Do you get
What
it?
do you mean?
See,
So
I'd do
so
something.
you the concept, he's already done the concept. He's already got us to this point, and you think you can add little bits here and there that will make it more compelling, but 90% of the work, 95%, 99% of the work has already been done by this writer that you're saying that is bad.
Okay, I would also like to clarify, I believe I can write an original story with an original concept that has just as good a concept, but has a better execution than this. And I
The,
say that with
the
full
proof
confidence.
the proof is in the pudding.
Ooh, pudding, where?
But yeah, I believe that Blue Lock is a great concept with an awful execution. And I will admit, it is a terrible execution. The execution is very bad for the concept, considering the concept of Blue Lock and how it was initially advertised is not how the story has went at all. And yes, stories change. That makes sense. But what I mean by this is the original concept of Blue Lock was completely abandoned at a point, and it was not shifted. And that is the issue I have.
Mm, yeah,
And that is what makes me believe he's a bad writer. The
yeah.
other factors that make me believe he's a bad writer, we've already spoke about how he definitely has pacing issues. That's not really a questionable thing.
I mean, every story writer has pacing issues, bro. I
Every
don't. I
story
say,
writer has pacing issues, but some have worse pacing issues than others.
I
And I
don't.
think Kaneshiro is definitely one of them who has worse.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
And then you've got the factor of handling characters. He can't. He's very bad at it.
I mean, you want every single character to be relevant, but that's just some characters are filler.
Yeah.
They're there for the numbers. You like even with One Piece, you want every character to be relevant, but some
No, I
characters
don't.
not.
No, I don't want every character in One Piece to be relevant.
Bro, you want everyone in Rox's flashback to be relevant, bro.
No, I don't. I just want to see. I just want to know about them.
Yeah, but that's for them to be relevant, bro.
No, it's not. There's a difference between
If
relevancy
you want to
and
know
knowledge.
about them, watch the SBSs because you might get extra
Yeah,
information about them there.
that's what I'm
Get
hoping
data
for.
books.
I'm hoping we get information on them from SBSs.
All right, cool.
I don't want them to have relevance where they get a fucking chapter where we learn about them. No, I want it to be either SBSs or offhanded remarks by like a fucking Marine being like, back in the day, this guy was blah blah blah.
Yeah, but some characters just don't need that. They're just literally there just to fill
Yeah,
numbers.
they don't. But I would like to
You would
learn.
like that, but you can't then impose
'Cause
that on a writer that's just written them just to be filler.
I know.
And then
I'm
you
not
can't.
saying I
But
can.
then what you're doing is you know that, but then you're saying the writer is bad because he's not filling out these
I
characters.
I never said Kanashiro was bad because not Kanashiro, Oda was bad because he's not filling out these characters. I'm applying this to Kanashiro.
But what's the difference? And why different?
The major difference is the difference between what the stories are. They are drastically different stories.
I
At the
mean,
end of the day, Blue
there's
Lock is a competition.
there's so many there's so many
Blue Lock,
sports mangas where it's a team sport, but even within that team, there's so many irrelevant characters. It's not a
okay,
new thing.
that's not what I'm talking about though. I'm not talking about sports. As I said, it's a competition.
Oh, that you still.
Mm-hmm.
It's at the end of the day, Blue Lock is first and foremost a competition.
No,
Where
but
players,
the narrative has shifted from that.
yeah, I know.
So your complaint is that the narrative is shifted from the competition.
No,
So
my
what's your
complaint is how he handled the characters during the competition.
Oh,
I don't get how that's
I mean,
so hard
that's
to
all
understand.
subjective then, because some you might not like the way the characters are handled. Some others might like the way the characters are handled. There's
It's
no
not
objectivity in that.
because I'm trying to voice an objective thing and you're not letting me. In a competition or a story based around a competition, you have X amount of participants. In this case, it was 300 participants. We don't need to know about every single one of the 300 participants. Can you agree with that, Raito? We don't need to know
We
about all
don't know
300
about
participants.
every single one of them either.
no.
Yes, but you agree that we don't need to know about all 300 participants.
I'm the one that agrees with that. You seem to be the one that doesn't.
No, I'm saying this as a fact. We don't need to know about all 300.
Yeah, that's a given.
However, when you take a competition and you reduce it down to barely over 10% of the total participants, and you say this will be the final roster of these participants to go into the final trial, that is the moment where whatever characters you have left need to be fleshed out.
Not necessarily.
Yes, they do, because
No,
these are the crops of the crop.
no, they don't. No, they don't.
Let me
They
finish.
don't need to.
Raito, let
We
me
don't
finish.
need to know about them. We need to know about the characters
Raito,
that are
shut
relevant
the
and
fuck
active.
up. Let me
We
finish
just
my
need to
point
know.
and stop
Nah,
cutting me
Lexio,
off.
don't do that.
Chill,
Lexio, don't do
chill.
that. Lexio,
No,
don't do
because you're
that.
cutting me off.
No,
And I'm getting
Lexio, don't
sick of
do
it
that.
because you do
No,
it every
no.
time.
With
So
your long
let me finish
pauses,
my point.
with your long pauses, if someone cuts you off, that's on you because you give some
I
long
can't
pauses, right?
breathe
Okay, we don't
now.
need to
No,
I
argue
take
we're not
about
deep
doing that
cutting
right
breaths.
people
now.
off.
We're not
Okay,
doing that. You
so
don't say
we've
shut
got
the fuck up. I'll
Chill,
tell you to
okay,
ladies.
shut the
Come
fuck up.
on. Stop
we've got
bickering.
these we've got these specific players.
I'll tell
who's
you. No,
barely over
wait. No.
barely over
Wait. Let's establish
10%.
something first. Let's establish
It's
something
barely
first.
over 10%
No, shut up.
of
Let's
the
establish
current
something first.
roster.
Let's establish something first. You don't say
What
shut
the
the
fuck
fuck
do you
up
want?
I'm your elder. You don't do that.
Raito, with all due respect, if you're not
No,
going to
no,
respect me and you're going to
with
cut
all
me
due
off in the middle
respect,
of me,
is that understood? This is my platform. I'm your elder. You don't say shut the fuck up. That's all I'm gonna
Raito,
say.
if you cut me off,
No,
I am going
even
to
if I
tell you
cut you off,
to fuck up.
this is my fucking platform. If I cut you off, you've been cut off. Do you get it?
If you don't give me respect, I'm not going to give
If I cut you off, you've been cut off. If you don't like the way I'm talking to you, get the fuck off.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
That's
Get the fuck off,
oh god.
idiot. Who's he think he is?
What the fuck, Raito?
Who's he think he is?
Raito!
On my fucking platform. Shut up. Who's he think he is?
You could have at least let him finish.
And guy's making a whole rant about subjective matters only he cares about. Tries to tell me to shut the fuck up. Are you alright?
Wait. What was the thing about before I even say it makes sense?
The guy says that Kaneshiro writes his stories bad because he's not making the characters relevant enough. What the fuck is that about? It's his story. The characters that he wants to be relevant will be relevant. Not the characters you want to be relevant. If you want some Kento Cho to be relevant, you write your own story. What the fuck's that about?
God damn, shit. I didn't expect Raito to finally put his big boy pants on
You
today.
doing that here, bro.
Oh my fuck.
Ain't doing that here, bro. Guy's a quarter
I
of my
put
age.
the other card for once. I'm dead.
He's 3/4 of my age, bro. He ain't doing that here.
3/4. Oh, I thought you meant. No, okay, that one makes sense.
Literally arguing about shit that
Let
no
me
one
go
really
check
cares
on my
about.
son.
Like it's subjective to
Where
you.
the fuck is Lexia? Let me go check on my son.
It's subjective to you, bruh. Anyways, did you watch the Arsenal match?
No.
I was in school today. I couldn't even watch Champions League.
Did you
bruh.
watch any of the matches?
I watched the Manchester derby.
I have to watch the highlights, and I got Paramount too.
I actually
Tomorrow I'm watching for sure.
I watched the Manchester. Wait, Daddy, you're not a Manchester fan, are you?
Oh, I just watched it. It was on the telly at the uni student union.
Mm-hmm.
So I just sat down and watched.
Yeah, nah, bro. Manchester are cooked. Well, the Amarim is cooked, and I think right now he's actually trying to get fired. Honestly, I think he's trying to get fired.
See, I could do a better job.
Nah, they do. It's the
Okay.
same thing.
All right. Hold on. First of all, get out of here, ads. Nobody likes you. Okay. So first of all, the 3-4-2-1 that he's implementing does not work. It is a
Yep.
terrible idea. This little three at the back with two midfielders here doesn't work with his current personnel.
Mm-hmm.
What he needs to play is something that best facilitates his players. To be honest, he should have used the transfer window better. What he should implement is a 4-2-3-1. Because then what it does is it mitigates the mobility issues of his double pivot in the middle. He typically tends to play Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes isn't a central midfielder and he can't operate well without a pivot behind him.
Yeah.
Ugarte doesn't have enough mobility to make up the gap. So first of all, you put Ugarte here as a pure stopper. He is an out-and-out central defensive midfielder. Then, and I can't believe he hasn't done this, as a 3-8,
Where's your screen?
Hmm?
Where's your screen?
Oh, I'm not sharing. Crud. Hold on.
That was beautiful. I'm trying to Google search how to do the thing.
Yeah, Dedu knows.
There we go.
That's a beautiful thing for
Okay.
video content.
So
You know.
I'm just walking players around. First of all, 4 at the back. You can have whatever combo you want for the defense. Just don't put Bayindir in goal. He's terrible. But yeah, number 6 here, have Ugarte.
Didn't they just get a new goalkeeper?
Yeah, they got Sene
11.
But yeah, what you do is you have Ugarte here as a pure destroyer. He's not mobile enough to cover it all by himself. He needs a double pivot. So have someone a bit more advanced and better on the ball. You have Kobe Mainu. I can't believe he hasn't been used yet. Like, Amram is insane for wanting to get rid of him. But you have him
Yeah.
here. He has the mobility to make up for Ugarte and even Casemiro's lack of mobility in the centre here. You have the out-and-out defender. You have the free-flowing centre mid. And that allows you to play Bruno Fernandes here as an out-and-out playmaker where he plays his best football. Like, even at Sporting, when he was there, at least he played in their 4-3-3 with a player behind him. Bruno
I know
doesn't
you
have
could be a
defensive
YouTuber,
ability
right?
to do that.
Like a tactics YouTuber, you would do very well at this,
I always wanted to be.
Like, what's
You
his
should
name?
do
That
it.
guy who's been banging views, Lanks or whatever the hell
You
that
know,
black dude is called.
I've actually been thinking about doing some real life football. Not in real life football, but like some actual football content.
Yeah, like Football Manager.
Yeah, that
Finally, like fully came out, so I'm just waiting for my new charger to come because my iPhone keeps on dying and I have no charger. So when that comes, I'm doing content.
Yeah, like I think it'd be good.
Yeah, but literally, let's just say the most common formation used in the Premier League is the 4-3-3. So we'll just go
4-3-3.
with this. A typical 4-3-3 defensive system is a 4-5-1. So we'll go against this with our system. So up top, we've got Benjamin Sesko. Obviously, he'll be in the middle, utilising his height in that. We'll have Bruno operating in the special. It wouldn't be this compact unless you come up against like
the low block. But
I could do one for a low block, but that just takes a lot of time. So we'll say it's a more open pressing system. What we do is obviously we've got Bruno kind of in this space. He's one-on-one with the 6.
Hey, look.
We could have like the likes of we have Mainu pushing up. He'll be main support. Who would I recommend on the wings? Definitely. What's his face?
Yeah. What's his face?
We'll use the probably Mbuemo and Cunha. I feel bad for Diallo though.
This is gonna help my content out so much,
But now what we've done here is that we've boxed in this 6 with this diamond here, and it does force a low block, but obviously, how do you stop a low block? Well, you yeet your fullbacks forward, and then
you get width.
Let's move you a bit more in the middle, and then you could even for example, Luke Shaw would be good as an inverted forward. You create this triangle here, forces the striker to drop back, and now you've mitigated, counter-attacking opportunities, which means if you have players like, I don't know, Maguire or De Ligt in defence, their lack of pace is now covered for by a sweeper keeper and a dropped system.
Yeah.
But you're also still open, like you can have Mbuemo dropping off into the half space. Just remember, these are people, they're not as big as these dots are, so the spaces are bigger than they look.
Yeah, of course.
So you can have like Dallo, who's a very attacking wing back. He can really hold the width. He would keep the attention of a winger dropping the pass, cutting the passing lane, while the fullback would probably mark Mbuemo. But he wouldn't step out as to... So obviously, let's say Mbuemo drops, drags the fullback with him. That leaves like room for a nice ping over the top, something that, is just very...
Yeah, but who's making that pass though in United system?
Casemiro, he is very... if you've seen him at Real Madrid, your passing doesn't deteriorate with age. Modric and Kroos, for example, Casemiro can still ping a pass. So you can have that if you want. If not...
He can ping a pass, but he can ping an obvious pass. I don't think he can do the one behind like that.
Casemiro can do that. But even then, you could work for it more intricately. Like you see, you've created another diamond here, something that Amrim's system is terrible at with a lack of midfield presence. Like you are easily working through even this low block here with easy possession. Like even if you get it to Bruno here, you are now pushing on the mark of the 6. You can drop it through to Mainu, who can pick. You can drop it to Mainu, who can literally, with the 6 distract it. What is going on with my mouse?
Just let it happen. Keep cooking.
it opens up this passing lane to Benjamin Sesko, who at RB Leipzig has shown a decent ability on the ball. While not as, technically phenomenal as more mobile strikers, he has got ability on the ball. He works in a high pressing system. He is agile. And then this way you can utilize people like Cunha and Mbemo who are very direct. Like this is a good shooting range. Cunha has one of the best outside of the box goal scoring rates in the entire world. And literally one of the best in the entire Premier League. Like this is a doable shot for someone like Cunha. But even then, like if you're pinging it through with Manu, you can have Bruno Fernandes pushing here, have Cunha in the half space here, and now again you've now got 3 passing options. Bruno is very good also at outside the box passes. Again, I'm pretty sure he scored the most out of the box goals in the league last season. So you are utilizing these players' strongest threats in their most, best environments. You've got Sesko with hold up play, and you've got Cunha and Fernandes with outside of the box threat. You can even, if you ping it through, one of Fernandez's most common pass is when he's in zone 14, is playing these intricate or lofted balls through to the wingers. Now, obviously, his most common link in this area was Garnacho, and Garnacho had terrible finishing proficiency. And Buemo is leagues ahead of Garnacho.
Much better.
Yeah, Bremo's been finishing good.
This is a really awkward spot for most goalkeepers who tend to hesitate. Do they come out to collect the ball like this? Or does the attacker beat them there? They could easily loft the ball over into the net. Or do they stand their ground and hope either the defender beats them, or and most typically they do it halfway and they have a 1v1 situation. Now in this situation, you have Mbeumo either shooting either way. He's left-footed, so he's naturally attuned for
It's
this.
gonna shoot it to the left corner, left bin type shit.
Yeah. Or, considering the average pace of most centre-backs, you could have Cunha coming in at the back post. You could have a really easy cutback opportunity as the goalkeeper rushes out for the 1v1.
And then Cunha could easily also send it back to Bremo if the goalkeeper gets.
If you are a sweaty FIFA player, then you can go for the double cutback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do that. Like when you're on the pitch, you're not thinking that way.
Yeah, that's why he would shoot. Yeah,
you just shoot.
Yeah, but it's still.
If I'm playing FIFA, I'm doing the double cutback.
Yeah,
but if I'm playing like real life, I don't think about that because I just played a friendly match with some boys. I didn't think about that at all.
No, exactly. In front of goals, man, your thoughts are drawn to shooting.
It's intuitive.
Yeah, it is.
Now again, like another route of attack is using somebody offensive like Dallo to stretch the pitch. Like obviously you can have the winger drop all the way back here, but now you've just created space for Manu to run into. He can get into this half space. And again, as you have an overload on the side, it will naturally attract the players. You have the number 8 come into, marking. You've got the number 5 stopping Mbeumo. You've got the number 3 stopping Sesko. And you're continuously having to push back to account for this. And obviously now you've just completely dropped him back. If the 8 is slow to react, you can easily get it here, and now you're in between the lines.
Well, that's all assuming, right? That's all assuming that these players are willing to do that. Because one thing that's been said in the media is that it seems that the players want the easy way. They don't want to work too hard, and that's why they don't want to adapt to Amarim's tactics.
See, these aren't Amarim. I think the players that Amarim have got are terrible for a system. Like, considering their last season, their ability to pull players has been great, but their ability to get the players they need has been terrible.
It's disjointed because
yeah,
a player like Bruno Fernandes doesn't really suit Amarim's system.
Yeah.
So, but with your system, he would work better. But my whole thing is, like, the media have said that it seems like the players themselves don't want to try hard. I think Cunha and Buemo, they'll have no problems adapting to any system. But the older ones, the Brunos, the Casemiros, are they willing to do that? And my solution to this whole problem was you need an overhaul of the team. You need to cash in on Bruno, You need to cash in on Casemiro, cash in on Luke Shaw's and all those players, and then you start anew with some younger, hungrier players that are willing to adapt to different systems. And I think then even with Amarim, he can get something out of them.
The thing, what I've done with this system is put it naturally towards their strength. Like we've got Sesko as a hold-up man. That's how he played at RB Leipzig. Like they bought him from RB Leipzig, so it's obviously the profile they were looking for. You've got Mbeumo, who is a direct winger in between the lines, good at getting a shot off and making attacking runs, like I showed before. Same with Cunha, with a really good threat from outside of the box, able to link with Bruno, and essentially this whole area of the pitch becomes almost just as dangerous as the box itself. And like even over here is like more contingency options. You've got Dallo, who is a very attacking-minded fullback, combined with Kobe Mainu, a player who is, got the movability to come out into these half spaces and operate on a more technical basis, create overloads out wide. Like, for example, you could have Dallo cutting in here, a nice and easy through ball, and then you've got like Sesko, who would definitely be quicker than most centre-backs, who can then, as players then gravitate towards him, he can have a little bit of a advantage here, get a decent cross into the penalty area, and that's just an easy shot.
Yeah.
Like Sesko has that maneuverability. Like he has been on the end of Xavi Simons crosses. Like he knows how to operate in this situation. And again, it's another awkward spot for the goalkeeper. Like Amrim's just not using his players right. And his refusal to adapt is what's put Man United in this situation. Like I think instead of overhauling the whole team, get rid of Amarim. Like I don't think he's a bad manager.
It's the easiest option.
He's not a bad manager. He's just not doing it right. This just isn't his team.
What he needs to do is actually adapt his philosophy, but he's not willing to do that. So right now, the easiest option is to get rid of him. But like you said, he's not actually a bad manager.
Wrong team.
But
Man United is such a toxic environment at the moment.
Yeah, I would just suggest you need an overhaul with younger players, like the Cunha, the Buemo signing, brilliant signing, Sesko signing, brilliant signing. Some of the guys they got at the back, they're quite good. Like who's that?
Lisandro Martinez.
No, not Lisandro. Lisandro, you gotta get rid. I'm thinking that young boy,
Lenny Euro.
Lenny Euro, good. The Isaac Heaven, good. Dorgu, I don't know about him. Mixed bag that.
Like this kind of situation, like this system here would ride more on an inverted fullback for midfield strength. Like you'd have like Luke Shaw play this role. Dorgu's more of.
But that's the thing. You can upgrade on a Luke Shaw, get someone better for that role.
See, I'd really
I think that helps you a lot.
An underrated player that would be really good in this role, Rafael Guerreiro. He fits the profile of this kind of play perfectly. An exceptional dribbler, an exceptional player in terms of interplay. He would be so well suited for this system. That's why I love using him in career mode in FIFA. Because literally, when you turn him into a centre mid, he becomes like 88 rated. He's just that good.
Okay. See, what I would do is I would cash in on Bruno. That's 100 million Saudi, right? Hold
on. Bruno doesn't want to go to Saudi. That's why he didn't go to Al Hilal. He wants to stay in Europe.
Yeah, I know, but like I would force him out. Honestly, like because
he'll run down his contract.
I do think Bruno is a brilliant player. Like I love Bruno, right? I think he's a brilliant player. I think United are making him look so poor. Like
he's amazing. He is at the moment. I think he's the best playmaker in the league at the moment.
But United are making him look so poor. So like personally, I would cash in on him, get good money. I would try to focus on Kobe Mainu, right, in my centre mid. get some strength behind him, some strength and running power behind him, and I would move Cunha, not Cunha, yeah, Cunha into the center mid. Get someone else
Like
out
maybe
wide.
cam roll,
Sorry.
or like cam roll,
Yeah,
attacking mid.
yeah, like a cam roll.
See, I'd have him as like second striker.
Hmm.
He'd basically be the Man United Isagi.
Yeah, like that would work. You see how City were using Julian Alvarez at one point,
Yeah.
like that. You have a big guy up front, but then you have someone in behind him who's just as much as a threat,
Someone
like a
more
scoring threat.
agile.
Yeah.
Ascendo.
I don't know about Sendo. I wouldn't say Sendo's that much of a scoring threat. But yeah, like I would have Cunha as a second striker, and I think you get the most out of him like that. I think he thrives in that role.
I think another thing you could do then is obviously you've got like Mbeumo here, heavy left footed, so you want him on the right to make the most of his goal scoring ability. But then on the left, you could put Amad Diallo in.
Yeah, exactly. Diallo
Yeah.
needs to be moved further forward, man.
Well, he'd play like as a winger. Like obviously he'd cut inside on this side.
Yeah, but under Amorim, he's playing as a wing back, innit?
So I think
Which is still an attacking role. I get that, but I think you put you stop him from having to focus so much on defense and focus more on attack, and you get the
like he's an amazing dribbler.
Yeah, exactly.
He is very good in the one-on-one. That's why, like, obviously, okay, he's not the youngest, but yeah, I'd even sign Guerrero. Like, he's rotation at Bayern Munich. I think he's like 31, 32.
Okay.
So if we're getting rid of someone like Casemiro, Guerrero adds in that experience, and I'd have him at left back. And you could have Dorgu, a younger rotation, as a more offensive option.
Do you know what they should do though? I think, I mean, you want the inverted, but I think if you have an Amad Diallo, you want someone overlapping, and I think if you go to
that's why like Dorgu could be like he essentially you have two different profiles of left back for a more versatile system.
Yeah. So Dorgu can I think that would free up Ahmad a lot more. Is Ahmad left footed or right footed?
I actually don't know.
Might be left, I think. I think it might be left.
See, like,
left. Buemo's left, isn't he? So like that's
Buemo's very left.
Yeah.
See, the thing is that obviously, like Man United don't have like Wan-Bissaka anymore. They're only they have got Mazraoui, but he's also attacking. So and Buemo would also want to cut in.
Yeah.
What you've got is that now you've just lumped 6 attackers.
But obviously when you play like that, you don't send both fullbacks at the same time. You don't send them both at the same. One has to stay with
like your profile of if you're using like Dorgu and that. Like if you don't get like a more reserved right back profile, which Delo or Mazraoui don't fit, you've got your kind of profile of players sets up for like a 6 attack.
Yeah.
Like if you had like Bruno, you could have him down here as a playmaker, but you've got like Cunha who's playing as a second striker.
But that's not enough cover at the back, bro.
And that's why I'd say having someone like Guerrero, it allows you to have your CDM in a more central structured role and have that inversion there.
Yeah.
And then you have him over here. Like obviously it's like in the actual thing you'd like be up here.
Yeah, they'd be in the forward line, of course.
But like what you got now is that you could have Cunha on this side, have Mbeumo being more natural at cutting inside while keeping Dalot's offensive threat out wide.
Yeah.
You'd have something like this, a 2-3-5. Literally a few years ago it was the most common attacking system. Like you push here, you've got like triangles everywhere. Like look at all of the passing lanes you gain from this kind of system. and you have the structure of a true number 6 with players around him to make up for lack of mobility. And then here in the 3-8 role, you've got Kobe Mainu, who's amazingly technical, and Guerrero, who's amazingly technical. And then you've got Diallo, who is amazing at like 1v1s against the fullback.
Mhm.
You've got Cunha, who's great at like his positional
Running
play.
power as well. He's got good running power.
You've got
Carry.
Sesko, a natural finisher with great hold-up play. You've got Mbuemo, a direct runner with really good finishing. And then you've got Dallo, an out-and-out, like, old-school winger kind of wing-back that can hold the width.
Where's Bruno in here?
I was going off your thing of Bruno being sold.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. True.
Yeah. But now what you've got is that you've got 5 different profile of players. So you have a really versatile and adaptable attack with multiple different lanes of, offensive ability.
Mhm.
And
But
you've got
the only thing that's missing from this is someone that can unlock the pass. So like,
see, that's like what Guerrero's really good at.
is he good? Is he good at that? Okay.
Yeah, like his penetrative passing ratios are actually really high for players that play for his amount of minutes.
Okay.
And then you've also got Manu, who's not as offensively directed, but he is technical enough. He's got that ability for ball carrying. He's very good at 1v1 duelings. He's great at like beating his man and getting into these half spaces here. Like, if we put it into like a more on-field thing, like you can see how if only it was quicker than this. Like you can see like how it sets up.
But it's still very susceptible to a counter that.
So that's what like for example, let's say so we've got the ball. See, it's very hard to lose the ball when you've got this many options. Like Manu has at least 3 options.
That's true.
Mbuemo here could go forward. He could. I wouldn't recommend lofting the ball to Sesko, but he can.
No, that'll be a cutback. That one.
Like he could run to the byline, hit it back to Sesko, or even like could ping it all the way to Cunha at the back post. Like, and then you've got someone like Cunha who is capable of like tapping on the outside and whacking it from range. He can.
Yeah.
He's Brazilian. He could probably dribble. He can dribble his man, get 1-on-1. He can play an incisive through ball like he's done so often for Strand Larsen for Wolves last season. He can do that with Sesko. Then you've got Diallo, who can again like beat his fullback. He can cut back. He can cross. And then you've got Dallo, who can like hang out here and have these long whippaged crosses, utilizing Sesko's height and aerial ability.
Yeah.
And then you've also got someone like Guerrero, who's very good at, like, let's say, like he receives the ball from Diallo, he can ping it straight through to Cunha. He could even like play it to Sesko's feet. He could, do whatever. You can have Manu off for link-off play. He can then play it through to Mbuemo, or he could play it over to Dallo to play the cross, or he could recycle it back to Manu. You could have, just play about with the ball, just find which option works, and you have like 5 or 6 different, ways of attacking, and you can't always encounter them all. And having these 2 technical players, they don't necessarily have to be playmakers. They just have to be technical with the ability to play a forward pass. But also like someone with Guerrero, who is really small, he's got an amazing sense of balance. If he gets pressed, then he can easily just swivel, get into space, and find a nice through ball like that, and that's just an easy goal. Like you have players that are capable of playing their role, but also have the ability to adapt, like Cunha's long shots and drives, like Mbuemo's cutbacks or shooting opportunities, Sesko's like hold-up play, or even like turning on his man. You've got Diallo's dribbles or his cutbacks or even his low crosses. Like having a system like this that's well suited for the players gives you those options, and that's just kind of repeating myself like an old record. That's just something that Amorim's system doesn't have, because he doesn't have the right profile of players.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a. I think we can. Again, this is still just armchair. What do you call it? Coaching. Because
Hmm.
the one thing you've got to realize is it's all down to the mentality of the players. So
If
I
you
think
do shit,
this would
if you do
work. I
shit, you
think
can't go to
this
a better club.
yeah. I think this would work simply
Okay.
because we're changing players. Um, with the current Manchester United team though, I don't think even if you shifted to this formation here and you use the current players, I don't think it would work still. Because I don't think those players are up for it right now. Uh, but I agree with. I think this formation works if you get rid of Bruno, and I agree with you said you was gonna shift it to a what 4-3-3,
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, and I think that would work as well, but just not with
Mentality of the players.
the mentality of the players that have been there for a while already. The newer players though, I think they can be molded.
Hmm.
I think they can be molded. I just the thing that's killing Amarim is just the stubborn and the
Yeah.
stubbornness.
Although
But
it is
to
creating
be
some
honest,
problems.
I actually don't think you become a top manager if you're not stubborn. I always say this. I don't think you become a top manager if you're not stubborn. So
You just
I
need to be
expect
right
every
and up.
manager to have some sort of arrogance, some sort of stubbornness when it
Hmm.
comes to playing their system. So I'm like I can't begrudge Amarin from wanting to play his system. I do think though you have to adapt, especially when you come to the Premier League, because the Premier League itself is just a humbler.
Yeah, gotta get humbled.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we'll wrap it up here. Um, yeah, that blowout with Lexio, I'm gonna have to speak to him
Yeah.
later, and
I was just making sure he's okay as well.
yeah, man.
Don't let this be permanent things. I need somebody to rant with.
No, he's still welcome in the platform. I don't like I always like to say like don't swear directly at people. Let's keep it respectful and stuff.
Mm,
And he said it a couple of times the whole shut the fuck up and
mm,
it's just it gets to me every single time. It digs at my heart, even if it's not directed to me. It just digs at me. So I just
yeah.
I couldn't have it, especially just because it was directly straight at me. I just couldn't have it. Um, but yeah, like it's not something I would fall out with him over. It's just something I just can't tolerate. Um, especially like on online and stuff like that. My sister sometimes watches these streams. Um,
Hi, Raito sister.
so like actually it's just a rule that I have, like you keep the swearing to minimum. If you're gonna swear, you don't swear directly at someone.
Mm,
Um, so like I just couldn't have that. It just wasn't. It dug at my heart, bro. That's why. Because normally I wouldn't blow up like that. You know me.
yeah.
But it just dug at my heart. But like yeah, I'll speak to him. Um, we'll bury it if he's willing. I'm not holding any grudges. I couldn't have him on here if he was just gonna be disrespectful like
Yeah, I've already let him know.
that. Yeah, I mean, Mr. MVP, like we don't need to call him any names or anything like that. Like he's still my boy. Like that's my boy. But it's just like yeah,
Okay, Unc.
I wanna I just wanna keep that to a minimum and like keep the disrespect to a minimum. He's not a man child. Like he's sound. He's just obviously we all have our own egos. We all have our own what do you call it? Pride. So yeah, it's just a clash of pride there. That's all it is. Um, but yeah, man, guys. Um, yeah, like Luck says, show some respect. We still love Lexio.
Yeah.
Um, Luck says to practice in case he shouts. Facts. Facts. Yeah, man. I got to practice that stern voice. Um, for when my boy get starts acting out.
Amazing preparation.
But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks for staying as long as you have. Yeah, we'll try and nip it in the buds. Mr. MVP. Um, yeah, I mean he's like Lexio is someone I know I've known for a while now. When these things happen, when we blow, when we fall out, we're super quick to get back on track. Anyways, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. Um, and yeah, normally he calms down and we're able to talk things out. So it's all good.
Mm.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
Lexia just responded. He's said like he's happy to talk whenever you come to,
Yeah, yeah,
just message him.
that's good. That's good. All right, cool. I'm
And
gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks, Dedu. Thanks everyone that was in here. Luxy was in here for a couple of minutes and then you dropped out. But
no, it was Emerald Ace with Lux's name.
oh, okay. Yeah, Jace. See you, man. See you, Mr. MVP. Snug Toaster. See you guys. I'll see you next time. Take care and God bless.